Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the Bro Show where we ain't got no intro. We just go. Maybe that's an intro.
Yee.
Don't matter, man. Anyway, you know what I mean? We're going to kick it right off with this little video that I saw the other day. I was trying to get the brothers to watch, but they ain't want to watch it. So now they
I
got
did.
no. Oh, yeah, you
Watch.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I be busy trying to make money on it. I ain't looking at nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with money on it. Ain't gonna lie to you.
Let's see. We got a couple things going on, but I couldn't. Let's see. Can I make this bigger?
My father was a military. He was a mechanic. He was a bus driver. He was a police
So he was
officer.
exceptional. Your father was
My
exceptional.
mother worked at Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, first person to graduate from college, and my parents put me through college. So I don't look at them as mediocre. I don't look at them as average. They are exceptional, and they did what they did to get their
What you
kids through
said
all
is
this
so
stuff.
different than what
And
I'm talking
and
about.
I am the same with them. And I am the same.
that is
And the
just
difference-
not
and the difference-
intellectually
And the
honest. What you're
difference is
doing.
what you said is, oh, you want to encourage and you want to do this. I do the
They
same.
be sassy.
People down.
Ebony, what about words like
no,
average,
I'm gonna get to-
mediocrity, typical, and the bigotry of low expectations? I think those
That
are the
hurt
words that hurt the
people.
working
You can
class.
sit here and say, no, I didn't hurt nobody. You hurt people out there that
Envy.
buy your books and follow you and support you.
You asked me
But
to be
also, if it's your
quiet.
fans-
Y'all, please. Y'all asked me to be quiet. I listened to your full statement. I understand you
And now
have a
that you talk
feeling
for
about
22
it.
minutes and I just spoke for 60
But she
seconds.
is here to talk to us.
I know, but I'm not saying, I just spoke for 60 seconds.
we got ours off already. Let Ebony talk.
I'm just returning what she said.
Go ahead,
But
go ahead,
don't
Ebony.
act like I didn't let her speak. She spoke for 22
Absolutely.
minutes.
Go ahead, Ebony.
Okay.
Let her talk. Don't do that. Let her go. Go ahead.
So, Envy, this is where we're different. My primary focus and goal when I do what I do in the world is not to protect feelings. I'm going to be candid with you. I understand it's clear from the energy that there is an emotional attack that you felt was on Black men, the working class, and Black America. I'm going to hold the space for the hurt feelings around that. But more than I care about hurt feelings, I care about my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of Black Americans is not serving us. I'm going off of the data and the facts. That is, I am not okay, and I don't think it's okay that the vast majority of Black Americans, again, overpopulate, disproportionately occupy spaces that are not ideal, that make us vulnerable. I talked about the COVID, that make us vulnerable to death, disease, maternal health, all the things that y'all all talk about in this show every day. Now, if y'all are okay with the current positioning of Black America, that we are the lowest income, the lowest home ownership, the lowest educated group, then so be it. And let's just stop talking now and keep on going about our business. Envy, I'm not okay with it. So that is why I said what I said about addressing the bigotry of low expectations. It's the bigotry of low expectations is the reason why I have to submit that Black men are now going to HBCUs and college and generally at half the rate of Black girls and women. I don't think that's okay.
Shouldn't we address the system that put us in these
We
positions?
are addressing the system, but first we have to name it, Charlemagne. See, that's where people's feelings are getting hurt, is the fact that I am naming it. I am saying that it is not okay to bring C's and D's through to your home and then expect to go on to higher education and acquire a higher skill set. And when you say that, that is hurtful to people, Envy. I'm acknowledging the pain. But somebody has got to start telling the truth to our people. And some of y'all wonder why you get the political representation y'all get, because some folks would rather hear things that make them feel good than understand and hear the things that are the truth. So let's talk about average, mediocre, and typical. Because a lot of people felt a way about it. Well, I looked it up. I did the service of pulling it up out of Merriam-Webster. So this is not Ebony shitting on anybody, Envy. This is simply to say when you do something average, by definition, it is of typical value. It is normal and it is standard. When you are regular, normal, acceptable. When you are mediocre, that would have people real hot. It means ordinary, medium, commonplace, and moderate.
And the bigotry, don't forget the bigotry of low expectations.
I'm gonna get to that. That's an academic study. Okay, so those of you that think that's George W. Bush, go do your reading. Go do your reading. But let's talk about those words, Charlemagne. Nothing in there says you ain't shit. Nothing in there says it's bad or low or beneath.
They've applied the negative connotation.
That's a projection, and I'm not going to stand for it, because you need to be honest with the actual semantics in which we are talking about. So when you say regular, hardworking, everyday people, Charlemagne, that is rhetorically not any different than me saying average, mediocre work.
I
not the
disagree
individual.
because those words can be weaponized. Just like the word basic has been
Okay,
weaponized. I can call y'all basic. I can call y'all basic B's,
that's
and y'all
what I'm saying.
be
But there's a
upset.
negative connotation. It's
You call me mediocre, I'm out the room.
But
That
it's
is
why-
her-
but also,
See, I made a whole song
negative.
called I don't want no
but
mediocre.
also we've done that with the N-word. We've done it with the word whore. There's negative connotations to a lot of words, and if someone calls it to you, I get that. But
We
even with
reclaim the word whore.
I
You
get
are
it.
talking about something
no,
totally different.
But what I'm saying is
Nobody is reclaiming
when she
average
brought
and
up-
mediocre.
Even when she brought up C's and D's in school, academically, a C says you're average.
That's exactly
I
what
don't
it
know.
means.
I don't know
And people
why
have
that's a problem being average.
because people,
If you're
Mandy,
okay accepting
Mandy,
C's.
I'm going to
Because I
tell
don't think
you.
essential workers are average. I don't think
First
essential
of all,
workers are
Charlamagne,
mediocre.
let me finish this statement
I don't think
because
Uber
part of,
drivers, bus drivers, I don't think any of those people are average or mediocre.
I'm not saying the people are average. So let's slow it
I don't
down.
think the job is average.
The job is average.
I don't think
the job is average by definition. It says that most people can do it per the skill set. It also speaks to the income it commands. It speaks to scarcity and demand.
So what
That's
about
what we're
the
talking
people
about.
that are holding college degrees that have to drive Uber right now because
They're
they can't
doing
get into-
mediocre work. So Weezy, let me be very clear as to what I'm not saying. No, y'all have to listen to this. I am not saying that a piece of paper makes you a more valuable individual. I didn't say that. I don't believe that. I prove it to you. I let a lawyer go because when I was ready to go, where I was trying to go and vacation with him, sir, your particular way of practicing law did not allow provision and protection.
But I think what's the real question is if C's and D's aren't good enough, and you're saying that
Do you
a higher
think C's and D's
education
are good
What
enough?
I'm saying is you're saying a higher education also doesn't mean that. Then what do they have to do to be excellent? Because
exceptional.
I'm someone who did have C's, B's, A's. I own 3 businesses. I'm sitting here with all y'all, and shit, we all make 7 figures. Maybe I'm on the lower end of this as a mediocre person. It's like.
You don't know what I make. I don't know make that kind of money.
I mean, why are you lying?
You probably make 8.
Oh, God.
But Weezy, did you hear my story about my mother? Weezy, she doesn't have a college degree. My grandfather didn't, but she never did it.
I did hear about
she
your
did.
mom.
Right, so she's not mediocre, not because. But when she drove that bus, she was doing mediocre work. We could call her up and she'll say that. And that is the framing.
But what do they have to do to surpass it then for you?
You have to do something, not for me.
But by
This
your
is for the
standards,
culture.
because if Charlamagne is saying it's not mediocre or average, and the people listening feel like they're not, by your
Okay, I
That's
just
a good
want
question,
people to
Ebony.
stand on it.
Like,
I want people to stand on it. If you are a person, and we're talking about Black America, and you feel as if you have maxed out your skill set, whether it's in the classroom or when you wake up in the morning and do whatever it is that you do, then God bless you, and I support and love you. I am talking to Black people that I know have a potential skill set that is untapped. So that's the difference between mediocre and exceptional. Not the piece of paper, not even the income. It's, are you complicit and complacent in what you are doing currently, or are you willing to go above and beyond and do the thing that most people won't do? By definition, Weezy, that's where
above and
exception
beyond
lies.
could be the nurse that drives Uber on the side. I think that's why
Look,
I'm
my
like,
father was a military. He was a mechanic. He was a bus driver. He was a
So he
police
was
officer.
exceptional. Your father was
My
exceptional.
mother worked at Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, first person to graduate from college, and my parents put me through college. So I don't look at them as mediocre. I don't look at them as average. They are exceptional, and they did what they do to get their
What you
kids through
said
all
is
this
so
stuff.
different than what
And
I'm talking about.
I am the
in
same with
me.
them, and I am the same.
That is
And the
just
difference,
not
and the difference
intellectually
playing
honest.
over.
the
What you're
difference is
doing.
what you said is, oh, you want to encourage and you want to do this. I do the same thing without
Right.
putting people down.
I'm not putting people down. I'm being
Right.
very
I think
honest.
he's
you
playing
are.
and
over.
People have been saying, I don't think you're listening. Like, as much as you talk, you're not listening to what people
I'm
are saying.
listening. I'm
You're
not bothered by that, though.
You're
I'm not
because
going to
people
be
are hurt
shamed.
and they have opinions. Just like
I
you
am
have your
not go-
opinion, you can't talk over people and not let people
But
talk.
you also interrupting me,
I'm
Envy.
not. I was talking. You keep talking to me. I let you speak, and then I just started talking.
You got it.
I just started talking. I let you speak, and I waited for you to be quiet, and I started talking. You heard something that you didn't like, and you cut me off. That's how it just went.
Because once you start
No,
being
now it's not-
intellectually
see,
dishonest,
There we go. Now it's not envy. Go ahead.
Now,
No,
come on,
that's exactly
let's
what
keep
happened.
it. Let's keep it.
No, but if I
cool.
give somebody the platform to speak and I let you speak, then I speak. And you have to listen just like I listen. Just like with Weezy and Mandy, when they speak, I listen. It doesn't matter that we don't agree or disagree. We can have a conversation, but we got to respect each other in this
I
conversation.
agree.
I think
And
that
part of that
I-
respect is being honest.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
am
I think the
honest,
conversation is healthy. I if you listen to the whole Ayanla interview, I get a better sense of what you're trying to say. But the doubling down is what threw me completely off.
What
'Cause
threw you off about it?
It did sound like you was shitting on the working class.
I'm not shitting on the working class.
And
Listen,
if you weren't, I think you need to make that very clear.
Well, I've tried to make it clear with 3 different examples. I think y'all don't want to hear it. And that's okay, Envy. It's okay. It's like you said, it's okay to disagree.
Mhm.
Okay? So we can say We can argue semantics back because that's really, at this point, this is an argument around semantics. This is not around intention. This is not around feelings. This, because we talked about the data, we've gone to the dictionary to define the words. Now it is, I heard what you said, but this is how it made me feel.
So what is MBK Woods trying to say?
I am saying plainly, Charlemagne, that I believe in maximizing skill sets for Black Americans. I believe in ownership, entrepreneurship, and multiple streams of income as a way tethered to our liberation as Black people who were brought here in chattel some 16, 19 year. And if that makes you feel a way, maybe it's time to do something about it. That's all, and many people are. So when Envy talks about this example of his father being in law enforcement and being a business owner and doing 3-4 things on top of that, that is nowhere near mediocrity.
Right.
That is called exceptionalism. That is called a Black man availing himself to his highest calling and skill set. He talks about his mother and what she did. That is not mediocrity. By the way, there's nothing wrong with mediocrity. By definition, it's not bad nor good. It's mediocre. It is typical and it is regular. But if you are looking for me, if anybody is looking for me to put out a permission slip for people that look like me and come from where I come from, which is the diaspora, around average is good enough, medium is okay, just do enough to get by. No, I'm not going to make that soft place for you to land.
All right, bros. So we're going to Mr. Chalupa. Chupa? What is that? Chupacabra?
Yeah, you ain't seen the movie Mia Chupa? Chupa? With Tyler Perry?
Hey, come on. I ain't deaf enough to turn that on, boy, ever.
No. Well, I'll talk about that later. But Hemi, you want to go first? Or?
Go ahead.
I mean, so I agree, but at the same time, I ain't gonna shit on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't though. He wasn't.
Well, no. I think. Well, I was a little confused at first. I thought she was actually shitting on the actual job, but the more I heard it, she was more so talking about the mindset of of Black people in general. Right. And this goes back to what I was saying last week about how when the Venezuelans or the migrants are coming over, and they're going to pluck some of those low, those low
fruit jobs.
The low hanging fruit jobs, and those are the jobs that we've depended on for years. You know what I'm saying, to get by or to add as a second job.
Skilled, anybody could just walk right into them and do them, and that's exactly to your point. That's exactly what she's saying. Like, how is it that you've been here all this time and you're comfortable in those roles when you've had an opportunity to ascend to greater, to create multiple streams of income, to have land and home ownership? Granted, we all know all of the facets that work against us to keep us from doing those things. But at the same time, there have been those that have been exceptional and have done it. So it's like, what keeps everybody else from doing it other than mindset?
Yeah, I mean, we had the factory jobs in the 30s, 40s, and 50s that were hard jobs, but it also kept us, food on the table. I mean, our grandparents or somebody's great grandparents probably supported 2-3 families on that one income, and but that was the times or whatever. And so the factory jobs started to go away. And then, of course, then you had the war and everything for 11, 12 years or however long the Vietnam War lasted. Of course, that took away a lot of our, Black men. And then you started to see the paradigm shift where Black women became the go-getters, and they are the most educated. And so our Black men, I guess, well, she should have continued to talk about the history part, because I feel like there are a lot of things that still keep us Black men down, and we have to still continue to get those low hanging fruits and become comfortable. But they don't. But they don't yield.
You got to unpack that though. What's keeping us down though? as an
Well,
end.
like I mean, was it the school to
Prisoner,
prison pipeline? I
right?
mean, you have. I'm not joking when I say I can't read. I mean, there's a certain skill level that I can read at, but I'm not
Yeah, but that's
exceptional.
but that's your problem though. You 30 now. I listen.
Yeah,
The way I look at it, I attribute everything to an external circumstance when you're less than 30. Once you turn the corner for me at 30, listen, everything is in your control. So
yeah. I mean,
you can say that right now, but you have an opportunity to pick up books and start at a lower level where you currently are and ascend to a higher level
yeah.
if you wanted to, but you
Right.
chose
I
not.
mean, and that's what she's basically saying, and that
Right.
I'd agree with. But I do disagree with those jobs are hard, and it does take a certain mindset to do those types of jobs, like or
What job?
have a tolerance, like bus driver and
Oh,
I don't think that those are mediocre jobs by nature. Like they aren't normal. Like everybody can't drive a bus and
yes,
do
you
customer
can.
service.
I disagree. And you ain't got to
No,
do customer service. I done got on the bus plenty of time when my car was broken down and them people. Well, good morning. Hey,
well, I don't
come
think
on,
they.
no
I
service.
mean, I've been in customer service, and I don't think customer service is a thing that everybody can do. You have to have a certain, you have to be a certain type of person to tolerate people, even Uber drivers. I don't, for me personally, I don't know how people do it. I can't do it because for one, I don't like people in my space like that while I'm driving, especially somebody I don't know. So it takes a different mindset. But I do agree with her that you have to go beyond or push past season D's. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't look at season D's just because you pass don't mean that you are, can ascend to the next level. Like
Right.
I don't really think that it works like that because I have a cousin, and she'll probably kill me for saying this, but when we were younger, she was graduating from high school, and we went. She went to this particular school. I can't say it or whatever, but everybody was getting scholarships, whether it was like $100, $200, and then my grandmother's like, they call everybody name but yours. What happened? So of course my grandmother has a 10th grade education. So when she looked at her graduating, she like, well, she graduated, but she didn't get any scholarships. And then my cousin goes, well, I got C's. That's all that matter, right? And then my grandmother didn't like chastise her or anything like that, and told her some motivational things that you can push past, these C's and D's and go to the next level and be more exceptional. She just let it ride. And 20
Well,
years later, and 20 years later, I mean, her life, her career hasn't gone past a C or D average type of, job, or whatever. So I do agree. Like you have to change your mindset to push past mediocre and get to those $100,000, $200,000 jobs, or even more.
well, so Marcus over here in the background said, "What keeps us down is our elder family members who were messed up by the system directly with their views, and we grew up with that mindset, and we have to unlearn that." So that speaks directly to your grandmother. When we were coming out of high school or going to high school and to coming out, all that was expected, it was okayed, was finishing a degree, just getting the diploma, and you was okay. And the majority of the family has that. You know what I mean? I would say for me, as I mentioned before, we were taken care of by another family for the first 5 years of our life, 3 to 8, and I kept in contact with the family. And the grandma matriarch, Annie Jones, would always tell me, get that lamb skin, And like I said, I always just joke like, man, she never told me what to do afterwards. But I would definitely go out to say looking at where I'm at now, where I'm going to go, best decision I made. And like I said, I'm $200,000 in debt, and I take it all the time because we all gonna be allotted a certain amount of money depending on how hard we work for it, you know. And it's about exceptionalism. I've always tried to be exceptional in my particular space that I operate in. You know, I want to do good shit, and my whole motto is it come with everything come with the work. That's been what I've been saying for the last 5-6 years now. Everything come with the work. Just do good work, you know. But I don't ever try to hold. I don't get. I'm not afraid at pursuing anything though. I want to try any and everything too. And I think that's part of what's missing. You know what I mean? People gotta try, fail, but try.
Yeah, man. Based on what she was saying, I mean, I never read this book, or that little sample size we got wasn't a real big sample size to really go off of what she was saying. But it sounds as though what she's saying is that most people, you know, choose to exist instead of just really live. And to really live is to try and to fail. Like, I get what she's saying though. I would say this, like, even growing up, it wasn't like you would get a job and you really wasn't like taught what a job was meant really truly for. So you got a job to work for things. As you get older, you continue to have a job to work for things, but it's just more expensive things. You got a house, you got a car, you got a family, you got more expensive things that you have a job for. So, like me, myself, and I always talk about myself because with me growing up, having my first kid at 17, I instantly have a job, but my mindset was already, you know, into enterprise, into being more, doing more. So even if I had a kid, like my first few working experiences was based upon me staying at a job for so long, even though it was a mediocre average job, because in my mind frame, yo, I gotta take care of my kids. That's all I cared about, was like keeping the job to be able to take care of my kids. And I think like I said, a couple, like 2 years ago or some shit, Dre was MR Dot was looking through some people we went to Howard with, we went to college with, right? And he was going through their job history, and one of the guys had like worked at a place like every 3 years or so, and he kept moving on. And as he was going on and on and on in his career, he started getting better and better positions, making more and more money. So when I seen that, that became a revelation to me, because I never, prior to seeing that, I never thought about it like that. Like, the only reason I walked out on my job was because they laid me off, and otherwise I'd have just been probably still be there right now doing that same job, because again, all I'm thinking about is bringing in an income to help take care of my family, to what T Knight was saying. So, you know, that's why Envy probably felt the way about it, because he looking at it like, hold on now, you saying these jobs is mediocre, you saying they basic, you saying they regular, but these jobs has really helped families get, you know, more on. But Envy, he wasn't really listening, because
He not
nothing
open. He
about
wasn't
what
open
his
minded. Yeah.
nothing about, no, he wasn't, he was open-minded, he wasn't listening, because nothing of what he expressed about his family was what she was describing. Like, none of it. Like, that's like me, I never gave up on the stuff that I wanted to do. So even when I had a job, right, I always had a side hustle. I've sold insurance. I've I sell some of everything, but I've sold insurance when I had a 16-hour job on my off days. I'm traveling downtown to go sell insurance. I've been with 3 different insurance companies. Like, I never remember a time when I had, well, except when I was younger, before I had kids, I had one job. Even if I had one job, I always had some side hustle
Got
to
that
do
Nigerian blood in us,
to
man.
me starting my own business, to that flopping, to me now starting another business. You know what I'm saying? To me now, learning how to trade, to me not having more than a high school education, but probably making, you know what I mean? I ain't even finna get into the specifics, but, you know, decent. That's all I'm gonna say, decent. That's it. That's all I can say, but it ain't nothing regular about it. So
no,
I
man.
can get,
The man make 3 times more than the
hey,
minimum.
hey, hold on,
Median.
no. We not getting it over here, y'all. No, he doing it.
Nah.
MI got it. He blessed.
Yeah, you're damn right.
We
I
know we
earned
ain't
it.
doing it.
I
We ain't
earned
doing
it.
it.
I earned it. Don't ask me for nothing because I owe 200,000. Now let's keep it a buck. I owe 200,000, but I'm making over 6 figures, and I'm happy to do that. But I earned that. But
I'm
I
so
earned
broke.
that, and we should all aspire to that.
Yeah,
Get your bread.
get
I'm
your
so
6
broke.
figures up.
If a nigga
Yeah.
ride me, he'll just be practice.
Shit. Listen, I told you, and I put it out there for everybody. In the next 2 years, I'm gonna be making 250, and that's just that, and I hope to eclipse that. But that's the goal, and that's part of the problem. Part of the problem when it comes to us as people, the reason why we so stagnant in terms of finance, because we feel like it's difficult for us to openly share. Listen, I can tell you how much I got. I ain't got to give you shit though, and I won't if it means that my family, I'm taking away from my family or anything that I'm gonna do for myself to better myself to get more. But at the end of the day, we got to start putting each other up on game and shit though, man. Don't be afraid to, let a motherfucker know, especially if y'all buddies, because the one of the things that happened for me is I got 2 master degrees and I was making 65,000, and the my cohort mate in my PhD program asked me how much I was making. A little 65. She, what? With 2 master degrees? She, nah, you need to go get some money. You need to go get some money, DeAndre. Lit a fire up under me. Yeah. So now when I sit down and I negotiate, the last thing I just negotiated, I told the person, I'm about to be a doctor. I need 150 an hour. And you know what? I'm gonna get it because that's what I want. Got to pay me like you owe me because I earned it. And that's the problem. And that's what being exceptional is being able to go in and negotiate your price.
Yeah, nah, that's not realistic though, man. That's not realistic.
It's very realistic. It's very
not
realistic.
Bro, listen. You talking to a late 30s crowd that ain't about to go back to school and they ain't about to go get no 2 master's degrees.
Yes,
So you can
they
talk
could,
about
though.
No. Listen. Listen. Y'all gotta understand. You gotta understand that three of us that's on here is in the same realm. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say no more about that. But and 2 of us has further education. So what I'm saying, I say that to say, if you can't go get double masters, it's not about that. When all the time that my brother been in school and doing these things, he could tell you what I kept doing. I said, I'm attending investment courses. I'm attending financial classes. I'm going to Toastmaster classes, working on public speaking. Why was I doing these things? Because I had a plan for myself. I got a vision for what I want to do too. So now that he's where he at and I'm where I'm at, all I can say is work on your skill set, because in your late 30s, the chance of you going back to school is low. You're not gonna do it. But what you can do is go join a club that will allow you to work on your skill set. Yes, you can. And trust me, I went to Toastmasters Club, and I might not be able to go and negotiate for 150 an hour, but I can go and negotiate for a price that's considerable for where I'm at. And even when you make once you cross a certain threshold, you're never gonna go back to the other way. So now, like like they said, sometimes, and again, it still ain't what you know, it's who you know. So the reason why I say do something like a Toastmasters, because that's going to improve your skill of going to meet people. Guess what? That's going to improve your skill of communication. You'll be able to then talk to people different. And even if you don't have the credentials, you can still command the paycheck because you got the skill set to talk to people a certain way. All I'm saying is, in finance, to me, this last thing I say, finance is what makes everything go round. And when that lady was talking about mediocre, to me, she was talking about the reason that most people isn't, striving or thriving is because they do take those regular jobs. But I was telling Dre the other day, it's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. T Knight was saying the other day, oh man, a person can't go from investing $5 and doing this. And I had to tell him, brother, I went from investing $5 a week to 500. That's all. That's it. It can happen. You just got to go out there and do it.
Well, you have to add more context to that, like you did last week when you said, you don't have liquidity. Most people like to have liquidity. That's why I'm saying, like, I mean, if
what you mean
if
don't got
you,
liquidity? What you talking about?
you had said that you deposited 50% of your paycheck because you don't need anything else because you have everything that you need. Is
No,
that
but
what
I
you said
told you I
last?
keep. But no. I said I keep cash.
Right.
Keep
Okay.
cash. If you need a but again, that's why I said I show y'all what I'm talking about. I don't just be talking about it. I show it. I put it in the group. Have if you want to look at it, whatever. I really don't care. But it's to show that, like they said, you plant the seeds and it just continues to grow. So, you might be talking about one of my accounts. I got several. So I'm just saying, like, if you need to go over here, you got it over here. If you need to go over there, you got it over there. But most people who actually do like financial stuff, they actually do have their money spread around in different accounts. But like if I had an emergency, I have a on hand emergency fund. You get what I'm saying? Like but that's still not to the point of, you said that what a person gonna do if they only got $5 to invest. And I'm telling you, like, that's what starts it. You start from there. That to me is the mindset that keeps people being mediocre, because they looking at their job and they forever thinking, oh, I ain't got enough to do this, or I ain't got enough to do that. But it's like you really do. You just choosing to say, nah, I'm gonna take this job and I'm gonna spend it, I'm gonna do it this way.
Franks, let me press this button right here. See what this do. Nah, that's a fact though. I think another thing too, when we talk about being enterprising, always got to get into that ownership, man. People got to figure out how to leverage their skills, abilities, and talents to create equity for themselves, man. We can't always put our trust and faith in these jobs and things like that. And now with the AI revolution upon us, everything is obsolete now. So it's about also trying to start to work that lane and figure out what's next for you and how that's going to affect how you make your income.
But you got to think, that's what adds to the mediocrity of Black people. The fact of the matter is, I'm pretty sure everybody know about AI because they get on their phone. Bro, yes, they do. Everybody who has a phone get on their phone right now and AI touch their face up. So they do. They do. Trust me. Everybody knows.
But I think going back to it, they're not inquisitive enough to ask questions about how did we get here.
But that's the point. That's the point I'm saying.
I think everybody know about artificial intelligence.
That's being mediocre. Shit. That's like, AI is here. That at some point, whatever, you might be in a job and you got to ask yourself, well, how can AI do my job better than me? And if the answer is yes, then that means you need to start figuring out how you can use AI to better your job so that you could be one of the ones they keep. Because the first person they're going to get is somebody that know how to use AI. But again, that's the mediocrity that we all suffer from, where we see something going on in front of us and we still refuse to react to it. It's like, nah, I'm
Now
good.
I say this.
I'll wait till it hit.
Hey, low key, Will I Am, maybe this was like 3 years ago. He said by 2035, he said that AI is gonna take over, and he said that black people or black people in general are gonna be way behind because they're not giving us those opportunities. But he said this about 3-4 years ago.
But
I
three,
He
mean,
4
said,
years ago, the opportunities probably wasn't, out there like that. But now everybody does have access to utilize it at least,
well, I
That's
mean,
all.
coding. I mean, do you all know who codes, who do coding for these things?
Yeah, Chat GPT.
yeah, Chat GTP on the real.
Go get Chat GPT and ask Chat. All you gotta do is type in, teach me how to code like I'm a 5-year-old. And Chat GPT will bust it down to
Yeah,
you and you can
yeah,
learn how to code. So
yeah.
that's
He
all
ain't
I'm
lying.
saying.
He ain't lying.
All I'm saying is
He ain't lying. Listen,
AI
my
is
physicist
here.
homie, I'm watching my physicist homie pull up the Python and start writing in code. I actually played around with Python and created. Let me see. I think I still got it on my dashboard. Let me look real quick. But I created something with Python and got the code from Chat GTP and put it into Python and created 2 prompts that allow me, if you press a button, it'll wave on the screen and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's all about just sitting down with it, playing with it, and trying to examine, But again,
You gotta be
part
curious
of,
enough for sure.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And part of what's missing is the curiosity. Black folks ain't as curious as they once was. And I think part of it is when we got out that bondage and we got free and them generations start passing, we got real lazy. To Camia's point earlier, we got real lazy because what they say, necessity is the mother of all invention. The reason why we have all of the inventions the world over that powers America is because it had to be done because we needed it. And now we felt like we've been good. We ain't been working from a scarcity mindset. We've been working from a survival mindset. That's why we be playing games with each other and shit like that, trying to get over. You know what I mean? Because we've gotten from a space of scarcity where we couldn't to overabundance where we don't want to. So it's fuck, man.
What's the next clip? Because I mean, overall, I think what's her name, Ebony. I think she's right, but I still disagree with the types of jobs. Those motherfuckers are hard.
You gotta rotate the phone. We got the guru back on.
Yep.
Hey,
I got a new stand that I bought. It's a little fancier.
good thing, good thing you got your drawers on. You know, I'm just saying, that's how it be happening when when we first started Zoom. You know what
Oh
I
my god.
mean? Folks was
I know.
half dressed. You feel me? You get what I'm trying to say.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
I ain't
they
get
got the top
possible.
half on.
Oh
You get
my
what I'm
Top
god.
trying to
half
say.
on.
You get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I'd have been just busted on live. Like, it would have been people with like slow rewinding, like,
You big. What? Okay. So, are you familiar with Ebony K. Williams?
sounds so familiar.
Come on, man. Let's get into the next topic, shorty.
Well,
We
man, listen, you
already,
ain't
we
provide
already.
me. I was studying. Actually, you said LeBron. You said you want to talk about LeBron, so I was trying to
Oh
find
no,
something,
man.
but you
T
ain't never
Night got
provided
it,
me.
man. T Night, what's the word, man?
Uh,
What we talking about, T Night?
Well, as far as sports or LeBron, period. 40K.
No, well, no. Like I said, this was some. Again, I'm in a group with my homies, and I was just talking about uh LeBron where he was at as far as like 1A, 1B, him and Jordan, you know what I mean? And one of my guys just one guy keep arguing that, you know, Jordan is the GOAT. So I'm just saying, I'm like, yo, no, it's time to have this conversation for real. Like, is LeBron really the GOAT at this point? Or, you know, based on longevity and everything. And so they just adamant that Jordan is the GOAT. And I got another homie, he studied bringing up the fact, hold on, back in the 90s, Jordan wasn't playing against nobody, though. Like, the talent pool wasn't as
That's right.
yeah, as it is now. Like, there's like everybody a damn near superstar on a lot of teams, compared to the 90s, where it really wasn't that many good teams though in the 90s for real. So you ain't really have like no great defenders, man. So now, you know, people bringing that up as a way to say, hey, you know, we got to look at LeBron. LeBron played in definitely an era where everybody is talented. You know, so that's all I was talking about. It wasn't really nothing too crazy.
Well, I would say this. So, what happened in the '80s? And I think they've already did a deep dive on the transformation in the NBA in the '80s. So when Jordan came along, he was electrifying. He was, he was a high flyer. He was everything that would, that could transcend the NBA. So I think even in the early '80s, they would still take the land, the games and everything. And so you got a young kid like Jordan coming in, high flying, doing all these dunks and flashy scoring. People started to pick up on how this is great for the game. And so the viewership and everything. And so of course you're gonna highlight this man to to a great degree. And everything he does is fucking exceptional, fucking great. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna recognize that as he is gonna be the GOAT of of the 80s and 90s. But as far as skill sets, LeBron
Yeah,
is
but okay,
far
so let's
far
talk
more
about
superior.
let's just
No,
talk
no.
about
So
the
hold
people
on.
he played
Hold
against.
on.
Who plays
No, no.
against better
I
talent,
well,
LeBron or Jordan?
I'm gonna get to that, but let me finish this point. So there's a video where this guy has been exposed in the 80s and 90s, and he'll say, "We done with the 80s. We're done with the 90s." I'm not sure if y'all picked up on that trend, but one of the things that he's exposing is Jordan. Jordan couldn't go left. Jordan always went right, and if you had someone that knows how to play the game, all you had to do was cut Jordan off going to his right. And, and every time he went to his left, he was a disaster. Of course,
All
he
right,
worked on his game and everything.
so back then it was man. This was again. These are points my man's brought up. I never thought about, but back then it was man to man defense. So
Yeah.
the opposing shooting guard is the person that stuck Jordan. How many great defensive shooting guards were there in the 80s and 90s when Jordan
Not
played?
many.
Not
Not
many.
many.
Not many.
That's the argument, bro. That's the only argument. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so you basically saying the talent pool wasn't as talented as it is now.
Right. And then also, if you add the fact that, if he was the GOAT, he should have been coming in, at least going to the NBA finals and still going to,
So
winning
it sounds like
championships
you.
and things
So
like
it
that.
sound like you don't believe Jordan to go either. You think
No,
it's over for
I think
Jordan.
LeBron is the GOAT. For
Oh,
one,
okay.
I
That's
mean,
what it sounds like.
you have to recognize
You said no
longevity.
and then agree with him.
No, I mean meaning like no, yes, he's the GOAT. But I think that LeBron is far superior, the better player, the better transcender of going to the next level. Like we will probably never see anybody play up to 22 years in the NBA ever again.
Oh no, that's over
It,
with. That's over
I
with.
mean, 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. Like no one ever is going to touch that type of stat
Yeah,
line.
and that's what I was arguing with the guys in my group chat. I'm like, bro, let's just if you really merely keep it to stats, LeBron 10 NBA finals, though he only won 4, that's half of his career in the finals. That's a lot of minutes. That's a lot of like the number one in play. Like, you know, unless he come out in a couple years talking about he on roids, you know, just it is what it is, man. We might have a new GOAT, man.
I mean, even if you on steroids, steroids don't keep you having longevity. Your body gonna break down at some point.
Man, hey, it's
A
a
la
lot of
Barry
good drugs
Bonds.
Would
nowadays.
that make him not be the, you know what I'm saying,
That
a great
definitely would
Oh,
player?
disqualify him
definitely.
from the GOAT.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course,
Definitely.
but at the
Definitely.
same time, steroids don't make you last long though. To to keep it all the way in 100.
You take
Um,
steroids to play ball?
I mean,
Cause
baseball.
you don't know what type of drugs he on though. You feel me? And
Yeah, they'll
if you
never tell
got
you that.
money, if you got good money, come on, man, you get good drugs. Come on now.
I mean, but how is he able to not have a whole 22 years of avoiding the major injury? That's I mean,
Shit, like hey,
I
listen,
don't think that's steroids.
when you pay, but I don't think it's so either. You know what I mean? But people do argue that. I believe that if you start early on something like taking care of your body and paying millions of dollars, that over time you're gonna see, you know, the effects of it. That's with anything, right? Like
Right.
over time with consistency, you see that it. So if
Like
LeBron came in,
Walter Payton, when he came in the league at 75 whatever, and of course they gave them painkillers. I mean, he had so many painkillers throughout his career that his body eventually broke down towards the end of his career, where he couldn't even get out the bed and walk. And then eventually he had liver cancer, and so that's
yeah,
all I'm saying. Like, he would have been shown some type of signs of,
that he's tainting his
decay,
body and
or
shit.
yeah, if he was on steroids. And so the fact that he's still playing in a top 10 player in year 22 speaks to, I mean, his
The
greatness
man
as a
said
as a
Bron don't play all of his games, though there's another reason he takes breaks, even though there's nothing wrong with that. That's a factor to his longevity. Lit.
hold on. No, nope. Up until year 16, the man played over 95% of his games. So
Yeah,
you
I don't
can't
know
have
what
that
Marcus
argument.
talking about on the real. Marcus bugging shit.
Marcus don't even
He
watch sports, man. Cut it out,
Once he
man.
got to the Lakers, that's when his
Man
body
watched the
started failing
World
him.
Championship Series of bowling,
that
He
man.
started,
that
and you know, he started having a worse. He
What is
started
this
having the
man talking
worst.
about, man?
He started having groin injuries and shit. Groin injuries ain't that. Shit, man, them, bro, your nuts get to
Oh
hurting,
yeah.
and you walking.
but
That shit ain't nothing
I
nice.
mean, yeah, he's benefited from sitting out a couple of games or whatever, and maybe it's contributed just a little factor, but you still won't be. I mean, you still got to consider all the traveling, the road games, the airplane rides, all these different things that go into the fatigue of a basketball player, year in and year out, and he's still able to go deep in the playoffs, get to that championship level and still perform as a top 10 player. He's still putting up 28, 7, and 7, which is still MVP worthy, you know, in this day and
Yeah,
age.
but
In the
that's why I
fast,
asked, man. We had this argument all the time. You know, I don't want to be a LeBron fanboy. You know, I'm a big hater of greatness. I
and
don't
look,
like greatness. I ain't gonna lie. I hate it.
and
I'm a
and
hater.
this is and I mean, although it's 22
Can't
years, but
can't knock it, man.
it's technically three generations of basketball he's played in. He's
For
played
sure.
in the half court, slow mo defense, defensive game when he first came in. Then he
When he
saw that
had to learn how to
transcend.
shoot, when he had to
Right.
learn how to shoot, popping them, putting them on his ass, like let him shoot. Popping them.
Then
Pop did that to LeBron. He turned them up for real.
it went to this 3-point shooting. Everybody shooting threes, and
That's
now
the
it's the half.
that's Curry. That's the Curry. That's the Curry wave. That's the Curry effect.
And now we in the high flying, get up and down, fast pace, 150-point era now. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
but but that's that. See, that has less to do with the error and more to do with the consumer. because if you like consumers, like I forgot which NBA finals it was. It might have been one with the Lakers and the Celtics, or one before that. Probably was the Spurs in Detroit. That was like one of the lowest rated ever. But it was a defensive grindy finals, but nobody was watching it. So they had to figure out, bro, how we get more people watching the game. Let's make it more exciting. That's when you get the hand checks and all that shit. Take all that shit off, man. Let's get the fans what they came to see. They want excitement. They want to see people touching the earth. They want to see people skywalking. Let's give it to them. And that's why you got the era that we in now, because it's about the money. That's why the Jaylen Brown can sign for $325 million. You know what I'm saying?
That was a ridiculous deal.
That's crazy. And first of all, dude, not even like dude
Not
a
worth
solid
that
number
contract.
3 to me.
He's
He a
mediocre.
solid number 3, man.
Yeah, for sure.
What? The man can't dribble. See,
He can't go
that's
left.
when, bro. That's when they messed up giving them that money. They should have tied that money into some incentives like dribbling. He should have a handle by now. Dude fumbling the ball like crazy.
You think that's crazy? Wait till his teammate Jason Tatum come up.
Oh,
He
you talking
about to
about the
get.
bag?
Yeah,
he
he about to
fired.
get.
He gotta get fired. Shit.
Yeah.
Have you been MVP yet?
No, Jaylen Brown wasn't either.
No, I ain't worried about that. He already got his money. I was just asking because if he become MVP this year, but it might just be Jokic again. And I think
Jokic got it hands down. Yeah.
But you know how it goes. They might want somebody else to win it this year. So the only other person would probably be Jason Tatum,
Or
that could win the
Luka.
MVP this year.
Or Luka.
No, not Luka. No, because they team they sliding right now. They backsliding right now.
I mean, personally, individually, he's probably on the same trajectory as Russell Westbrook was when he won his MVP. Like he was an 8th place team, but he was doing something nobody's ever seen before.
Nah. You had to give it to Russell because he was just doing too much of it. The reason why you don't give it to Luka too is because it's still an American-based game, and Jaylen and what's calling them balling right now. The Celtics, I think, is the number 1 team. So it's like, we, he doing exceptional things. He scored 70 points or something this year, but that year Russell, like, you come on, man. No, we can't even compare that. He shouldn't. No, hell no.
Well, I mean, Luka right now is putting up 35, 10, and 10 or some shit. 7 straight games. And I think it's 8 now. Yeah, so he's doing things that we've never seen. I mean, hitting half-court shots with like the fingertip or some shit. And I mean, he's the only one I would say that probably should get it. And for one, I told you, I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I don't think they value the American basketball player anymore. I think it's about the global appeal. And
it's
not
even, bro. It's not that they don't value it, bro. These guys don't carry themselves like stars, bro. They just don't carry themselves like stars. They don't even carry themselves like they want it. Like, this shit weird. Like, I get it. They it's different. They fashion icons now.
Like,
they keep getting all these Instagram women pregnant, man. It's different, bro. Like, they not really the American.
Ja Morant. That's like the perfect example of what you just said.
Yeah, Ja Morant a real nigga though. You feel me?
He a man.
He a real nigga, man.
His real career.
A real idiot.
I'm talking about a real nigga. I'm talking about one of those people that don't care. They gonna mess up their bag for doing dumb shit just to prove that they real. He's a real nigga. Yes, he is. Because he almost cost himself a big bag.
Yeah.
He did cost himself a big bag.
But he did, facts. Because he couldn't even get that. He couldn't even get that extra 30 mil.
Yeah. He messed up. About 35, 40 million.
When your ego is bigger than your common sense, I can't F with that.
Hey, that's a lot, man. That's most people. That's most everybody.
It's the emotions. But let's get another topic in, Antoine.
Hey, she just talked about it. Jalen Green and Andrea Michelle.
Man, what are we talking about them people for?
No, she 39 and he 22, getting
Man, I'm
pregnant.
trying to find something that we could talk to this woman about, man. We need some
Right, but
Yeah,
but we
trying to find something like
I thought you said something about
that's
the.
what I've been back here
I
doing
thought
the
Dre,
whole time. Like, man,
Dre,
where the topics at? I ain't found
Dre.
nothing.
I thought you said something about the.
right.
Somebody was saying that they don't date guys without boyfriends. I mean girlfriends.
Oh yeah, I could pull that up. Who said
Yeah, you
that?
said
That
that shit earlier.
was
You said
who said that?
it was a
Joy
singer or
Joy
some shit. I
Taylor.
think.
Joy Taylor. Hold on, let me look it up.
Oh, from the sports show, right?
Yeah.
Joy Taylor and Rooks.
Taylor
Yeah,
Rooks.
maybe there. Yeah. Let me
Who's
see.
Mosaic Monk talking about Ja? He don't even get coverage anymore.
Ja get
Oh, he
coverage.
got hurt. Shit, he got hurt. I got hurt. He been out.
Yeah,
Ain't talk
he
about
gonna
nigga that
he gonna
ain't
be
playing.
back when he get
No,
when he
no,
come
he
back.
can't.
He
When he
gonna come
came
back.
back, shit, he came back on business. Shit, came
All
back
right,
on
let's
business for sure.
see. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a abridged version. Let's see.
That topic with Dre and Michelle is
Yeah,
that's a big. I've been going back and forth with people over whether that's a good idea, and I think we can all agree that was a bad idea on her end. It's a bad look.
Yeah, that's
On
kind of
her
crazy.
end, yeah,
It's a
I
bad
didn't expect
look.
you to take that route.
Um,
Why you say that?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna pull it
because
up.
it's like he's so young. I get she's an established woman,
That
but for her
man,
to
her son
say
age. That's the problem.
she said that was her soulmate, and I'm not really buying that. I think she's in a place in her life where she needed something, and he provided that temporarily, and we'll just watch this closely
Come
for
on,
him.
come on, listen,
well,
come on, listen. He 22. Okay, he
Mhm.
ain't married that woman first. She know what it was. My thing is, she way old enough to understand that dude got some strong. He got some strong swimmers. She know that. Like, so I can't even buy the fact that at that age you ain't you know what I'm saying, had no contraceptives available if you know he's squirting in you. You know what was gonna happen if he's
Man,
squirting in you. Come on
she
now.
ain't want none.
No, but there you go.
So
So when you
there
say
might be a financial aspect to
nah, ain't no
the
might be.
issue.
She's accustomed to a lifestyle already. So she went and got a young one. Baby be damn. You know the first thing gonna happen. Young boy gonna once young boy really get going and he young. Come on,
He gonna
man.
be back
Look,
in his age bracket.
he gonna be doing. Thank you.
Yeah.
If he not already. So at the end of the day, first thing she gonna do is, oh, you're not gonna be here for the baby. So okay, boop,
Child
well,
support,
support.
support.
she already had an interview that said that, the girl asked her, are you thinking about having another one? And she was like, I think people can co-parent without being in a relationship. So she already established that's her mindset.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah, for sure.
dang.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm saying for
I
me though, that's my
I just
friend
feel
was
I feel
stating
bad for Buddy.
that it looked a little pedophilish because she went more than 10 years younger.
well,
I don't know. It's to each
Now I
his
can't be
own.
now.
Like I
Listen,
really
I think age should definitely not be a factor, because grown men do it all the time, all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can be in your
that don't make it
40s.
right when they do it either. You know, you can't stay awake all night with that young girl. You know what I'm saying? That's just I feel like that's a move. Old guys bait young girls in so they can live vicariously through whoever they dating. They can't keep up. I know
But
personally, I
nah,
can't
Yeah,
nah,
date
look,
nobody.
look, look,
well,
look,
I
look. Hold
can't
on.
date nobody that's like upwards of 50. You can't keep up. We're not gonna be playing like you
Keep up
can.
with what?
You don't
You talking
know.
about
You don't know any of the media I listen
Keep up
to.
like what though? Well, keep up like what? Because
Keep up.
you know, a lot of people in our age, they movers and shakers. Like they
Moving
actually
and
be on.
shaking
Yeah,
what?
when men get to a certain age, all we want to do is buy y'all bags and have a little piece on the side. That's all. We
Really? You gonna say that with a straight face?
Yes.
That's all you want to do?
Man, look, when we get 60 and we ain't got no man, and we look for them younger women, we ain't trying to do nothing but get your hair and nails done, get you a little bag, how you spend a little time, send you back home with a wet ass. Come on.
So
Come on, do a 360. Do a
Yeah,
360.
I'm just
That's all you
saying
want
that.
to do.
I
Do a
And then
mean,
you're gonna be
360.
sleep halfway through the 360, so it's gonna be a 180 and snoring.
No, what I'm saying is, all you want to do is look at it. It's like a trophy at that point.
that's a
Yeah,
360.
fact.
that's.
You feel me?
What you
But
want?
for a woman, it's different. Like they don't date younger guys for trophies. What now? For me, if I go down in age, is because I want to say like toward the mid to end of 20s, those guys are not bitter yet. When I jump up to like 30, 35, 40, they hurt. Somebody hurt them. It's always a story. My wife, my baby mama. Like I know it was somebody. Who? You might as well sit down at the second day.
Who
Like who
hurt
hurt you?
you? Who hurt you?
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah, for
man.
real.
you
You
need
gotta
you
have that
need
who
some
hurt you talk when
you
you
need some
go over
healing.
30.
It seems like you need some healing. But I mean, I think the most comical thing, and I'm not, age shaming, but what Jalen Green gonna do when he like still in his prime and he got a 60-year-old baby mama? That's gonna be crazy because she gonna be probably a grandma at that point.
That's kind of crazy.
Probably.
Man.
Her son older than him.
Or they about the same age, but I'm just saying, like, I think
Now
that's the
she's 30.
more
If she's 30, how old is she?
she's
Or 40?
she's 39.
She's
39.
Well, she'll
You
be
39.
talking
40.
about dread
She'll be 40. She'll be 40 next year or this year.
next year, or I don't know if it's next year, this year. I know she's 39 though.
But
That's
when
kind
he's
of
still in his prime, 35, she gonna be almost pushing 60.
well. I mean,
Dang.
man, these young boys getting trapped,
Oh,
man. It's bad. It's
oh,
like, man, who's schooling
being
y'all
trapped.
boys? Who
But
getting y'all?
but
Nobody
but
trapping him.
uh
He ain't gonna stay put. He gonna go do what he want to do.
but the
Nah,
Yeah, that's what
con
I'm saying. You know
yeah,
what
but
time
but
it
that
is.
one, but that
You
that,
saying
that
like
bread
she was sitting
ain't,
out there with a net by the court, like got
man. That bread ain't
Yeah, for
that
sure.
man gonna forever have to get his
him.
bread over, man. For 18
Oh,
years. Come on now.
but remember, I wanted to do some research about third party beneficiary. I'm not sure it
he could
has
put it in a
happened.
trust.
He could put it in a trust, or he can
Hmm.
sign over his contract to somebody he loves, or his mom, or whatever. And that way, if his income could show less than what he actually is worth or whatever, and if she puts him on child support, she will get the bare minimum of
Right.
what I'm
You
saying.
sound like you like a
Well,
child support finesser. You out here trying to teach lessons.
I
man,
mean,
listen,
I
He
don't
said, "Let
I
me
don't
tell you how to do it, y'all."
so mom I mean, I don't agree with the child support system. I think it needs to be changed.
it definitely
I
needs to
It's
be
so
revamped.
it does
It's very
need.
flawed.
No, this the thing. Like some guys need that though. I'm not gonna lie to you because they go and they think it's a fun game to just be knocking up women. They have no intention on. They'll love bomb a woman like, yeah, I want to marry you, and just feed her dreams just so they can take that young, you know what I'm saying, off, and they gone after that.
Nah,
well,
I agree. But
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's just certain aspects of child support that they need to change because I don't think it's fair. For instance, the Eddie Curry story, where he paid his baby mama all that money, and come to find out that he still owed child support, even though he showed
because he didn't
receipts
go
and
through the state.
he didn't go through the state,
He didn't go
but
through
he
the
gave
state.
her
Crazy.
millions of dollars and
Crazy.
everything, and he still owed.
But
And
that's the
so, like,
problem with child support anyway, though. It ain't nothing but a different type of tax.
right,
Because as it's coming out of your check, the state getting a little piece, and they sending it to the woman. And now I don't know if this because I'm not on child support, but does the income that the woman get, if anybody knows, the woman that she gets from the man, is that also taxed income?
Yes, it's taxable
So
income.
that's another tax piece of income, huh?
Yep.
No, that
What
money
you
don't
talking
get
about?
taxed.
The money
Yeah, what you
for
talking
child
about?
support.
She
Well, I don't
Is
get
it
she
child
has
counted as
to
support.
income?
she has to claim it on her as revenue or income.
Right. I don't know. I'm just
All
asking. I
right.
don't.
One,
Wait, T Night, you wait.
I got,
Hold on, T Night, you
I got
pay
two
child
questions
support?
for T Night.
I don't pay
One,
child support. I
who
mean,
hurt
yeah.
you? We gotta have this conversation. Who hurt you? And two, you out here snitching on the baby mamas not paying taxes, man. I'm gonna take your headset the second time. You be out here
Nah,
snitching with that
I
headset
pay
on.
child support, but it's not forced. This is I won't.
I knew you was hurt.
No,
You
I ain't
can hear
hurt.
it.
I'm
Cause you got
married.
Wait,
all
so
these
you say
maneuvers.
wait.
You got a
So
bag of
you say
maneuvers.
are you saying you pay child support or you don't?
I mean, I
Nah,
pay
he
for
just
my
being
He
son.
silly.
does. Like he
Yeah,
pays it willingly. He's paying money over without the system, I
Well,
guess.
all right. So
No, I'm
as
paying.
he
somebody,
might have a
My
whole
listen.
life. I
son.
mean, yeah, this is
That
I'm
don't
But
count.
married.
You
okay,
going in the
so
corner.
the reason why I'm asking because
yeah,
I
man. He
don't like
going in
when
the
people
corner.
just say stuff and they don't necessarily be true. Now I've been paying child support for
Yeah, you
however
got too many
long now.
timeouts.
But I'm
No,
not
I
sure,
don't
bro.
do
To
that
answer your question,
to people.
does child support get taxed as earned income? I don't know, and I mean, again, T Knight maybe he can answer that better since he don't want to answer it. I don't know if they actually if they actually have you got to file for that. I don't know. I mean,
No, I
I ain't
didn't.
never seen
I
where I
never.
had to
I
file
had it
for it coming out my shit. So
a long while ago. I used to get it for a short span of time, but then I did my research. I didn't like that the government was taking a piece. The guy was just complaining like, "Oh, they taking this from me," and I'm like, I don't see that. So I got out of that system. But I will say, when you get out of that system, like you're like, I'm not gonna do that to him. Some guys just run off like, ha ha ha, I got you. You know, you got that problem. Like now you ain't get nothing. You ain't getting nothing at all. Yo. So it's
yeah,
like a
well,
lose situation.
I just think in those situations, that stuff can be done amicably. Like even if you saying that, you could still go to uh like an actual court and say we agree on this. You could literally write it. I mean, this all hindsight, right? But you could literally write it down, sign it up, and it could go out that way where it don't even have to have the other people involved in it. But I don't know. Again, I've been paying the shit involuntarily for years, so
Yeah,
Some guys get real aggressive too. When they see that paper, that's a
man.
lot of aggressive conversation.
oh no, some of them, I think all of them, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, yo, we could have,
Oh
if it's a conversation we can have, let's have the conversation first before you go choose to do something like that. So I think all of them, yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I misspoke. So I just looked it up. So no, according to IRS rules, child support received doesn't count as a taxable income, nor can you.
And
I
again,
know I ain't
yeah.
paying no taxes under the junk when I used to get
That's
it.
why I'm saying T Night just be saying stuff, man. Y'all gotta
Hey,
be
I was.
asking people
Well, he
the
had to
right
go to the
questions.
corner, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
he just can't be saying stuff like that. That hurt people like
hey,
me who've been paying this shit for years, man.
taxes
Okay,
wasn't
that
my
triggered
strong
me,
suit
man.
in school. I was mediocre in taxes when I had the class.
You gotta have a who hurt you segment, Root Tuesdays. Everybody got a hurt story. You said
Oh,
Right.
I got plenty of hurt stories.
I got a
Before I got
story.
married, I had a hurt story.
Boy, what is Marcus? Boy, this man is on the longest bus ride
Mr.
home.
Rice.
Oh God.
Boy, what the hell? He told me he was on his way home an hour ago,
He
gang.
on the bus like making no way downtown. Fucking.
Man, what the? All right, let me go ahead and throw this video on. I got it loaded up. All right. Actually, let me make sure I put it on the big screen.
He said he almost home. He just put it in the comments.
Yeah. Can I make this?
Then he
No.
got like 80,000 steps to walk up when he get there.
Man.
Mm,
I went up there one
Well,
time.
we
Like
should
we
set
still
this
not
shit off,
at
my boy.
the house. It's more. You need like one of them old people chairs that you push the button and lift you up to his house. There's a lot of stairs.
man.
Oh my god. All right, man. Let me see.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men.
Oh, I
And
just my bad, y'all.
who it has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties, or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying. So I encourage that you not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more you start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo.
That's Joy Taylor from
physically be around
Skip.
someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off.
She lost weight.
I don't do it. I don't, and I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women. That, like, platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
All right. So these women said, basically, you should be able to, as a man, have healthy female relationships. What's your thought about that, Guru?
It depends on the guy and how he views women. That. So if I was friends with the guy and he's a horn dog, then no. That absolutely would be bringing dynamite to a bonfire. But if he's a guy who had like a bunch of aunties around growing up or sisters, I don't mind like a friend. I still don't want to date a guy with a whole bunch of female friends. That's just weird to me. Like, what do you guys expect to do? And why do you got so many female friends? Are they exes? Have you slept with these women? You know what I'm saying? It would be so many questions, and I wouldn't really want him going nowhere by himself with them.
So you agree with the women were saying? You think a man should?
I disagree with that junk. They was major butt kissing, just trying to sound cool. Nobody, you know, the strongest woman.
They were trying to get a man, huh?
Trying to get cool points. Yeah, they think it's gonna be guys under the picture, under the video. Like, yeah, give me your number. You know, it's best to be honest when it comes to views. Most of us can't handle that. And we really don't want to think that you telling her about us. Now it's betrayal. Now we don't trust you.
Interesting.
What you think?
Well,
you got a lot of female friends, Rufus.
I used to.
Yeah.
I used to, and my lady told me to get rid of them all, and she told me it was okay though if I got female friends that were up to the level where I'm at now, because she felt a little bit more, I suppose, secure in that. I always told her though, I thought that the old friends that I had, now let's be clear about it, 96% of the women that were friends of mine I had sex with. So but it's old though, so it's like I still have some, platonic relationships with those girls, and I'm
How you know those girls not gonna bounce back and then try to spin around in circles?
Because it ain't about them. It's about me. It's about, because as a man, you get to a space. So the reason why I had so much sex with all the people that I would say are my friends is because that's what I was taught growing up. Right? I was led by other men that said that the way that you exert your male dominance is by sleeping with everything. So my catalog don't look good. You feel me? Out of them 96%, 35% is probably like, what were you thinking? Were you drunk? Were you high? Did you see how to, what I mean? Like,
Dang.
I
no
like that
value.
long head,
No
thick
value.
red bone.
No
Yeah.
value.
No, man, it wasn't
No,
that,
not the
man. Listen,
35%. He said
listen,
it was like
Guru.
Listen,
He
man,
lying.
I
horse
ain't
He
gonna lie
lying
to
on
you.
the he lying on the people. Okay, that wasn't the problem. The problem was
money.
motherfuckers just didn't have the high self esteem because
It ain't
even
that.
if you
No,
trust me, it was
no.
all it was an esteem thing, bro. It was all that like you still gonna do what you gonna do. We ain't like some of the options and choices was based upon what you feel like you could get at the time. Because if you feeling like, man, I'm the shit, I'm gonna get that, then you might have less bodies but a higher quality.
Well, that's why I'd say 65% is good quality. That's good. They good lean meat. But you know what I'm saying? The other 35, couple of little McDonald's joints
Listen,
up in there.
hey
Couple
yo.
of little McDonald's Jones.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. A couple of little, little Happy Meals, I remember this
Oh.
one
Got a
joint.
couple
My brother
junior
was talking to
whoppers.
a
He got a
joint.
couple junior whoppers in there.
My brother was talking to a joint, and she had a friend, so I was to take one for the team guy. Now this is a bigger joint, and I was a smaller guy too, and she was a bigger girl, and I remember just like being on top of her and feeling like it was like a beach ball. And then I remember she told my brother, like, why you brother? You know what I mean? Like, why? Why he leave? It was decent. Oh man,
Oh
listen.
my God.
So it's a few of
So
them.
why would
Like,
you commit to the action though? Like you saw it, you know.
because
Then
Cause
you
one
got the
its
sheets
when you
rippled
esteem was
and she
lean,
was
low.
like, oh,
one week,
His
oh.
self-esteem was low.
You make that
man,
little noise. Ugh. That's how I picture it was.
man,
And then the sheets ripple with
Cause
the air
if
out
the
like
man if the
man.
man see this, and this is the thing about our generation and our society in large, we don't teach men that they are a prize too.
Yeah. If I would
We
have,
do
if
not.
I had been growing up under the auspices that I am,
I
value.
That's
don't like that word except for sports bets. I don't like prize. I don't like people looking at themselves like they're a trophy. It's like
I say
we are
value. Yeah.
we
but
are
but
equally as important to ourselves.
Yeah.
but if you know, because if you're taught to look at yourself and value yourself as that, then you don't treat yourself as regular, or you don't allow anybody else to do it. I'm just saying, again, we just talking facts, that when you're an African American male, or probably just any male, I ain't even gonna say African American, just a male in general, you're not taught that you're beautiful, you're worth it. You're not taught those
You
type of
are
things
worthy, my
that
boy.
women are taught. Women are taught you worth it. You should wait. You should this. You should that. Even though it go the opposite way, but I tend to believe, because men are more logical, that if you taught a man at an early age that his value was what it need to be, he would actually strive for more.
Now it's like the complete opposite. It's like boys are being raised to be super emotional and explore
No,
all your
no, no,
feelings.
no, no. It's never been. See, this is a problem.
Yeah.
And this is the thing when women say stuff like that. It never ever was that. It was all. I'm sorry. It always was that way. Men were always taught to be emotional, be this way, be this way. Men were taught
Not
that.
the way,
The
not the way they acting now. All that
So I
cold
would say
hearted.
this.
They don't
I
got
would say this.
feelings. Don't you have feelings?
I would say this. We
Okay.
were taught emotionality by action, because a lot of black males were raised by single black mothers. You know what I mean?
exactly,
And so
exactly.
in seeing their mother's emotion, they also acted off emotion in a way, you know, and then we
But
were
but
chastised by saying you're acting like a woman or something, you know what I mean? And that
exactly.
became even more hurtful. And
So
so now
so
it's
when
the other way
you
around.
so and again, I see it all the time because and this is something like you could tell when a guy has been raised by his mom. I taught the young guys specifically because at my job I train them. They are my apprentices. So when they get in my truck and they've been raised by their women, I could tell they highly emotional. Now they don't come off as emotional, but you can understand in some of
They
the
get
stuff that they
mad
do.
quick.
But what I'm saying is this: we were all raised. I'm talking about black men who were raised in single mother households. You were raised, you know, based upon that, and then it went from, you know, you need to you need to stop acting like that. So it's like a confusion type of thing. Like, yo, how I'm gonna stop acting like what I see every single day? Now you're confusing me, and then young men or young boys grow up with this whole duality about themselves where, oh, I'm supposed to be emotional, but if I be emotional, then I'm looked
Dang,
at
Demiela.
as a female. So now that I'm looked at as a female, but if this woman who in my life, if she tried me, now we got to take it. So it's all that weird shit. Like I said, that shit's stupid when they keep saying, well, men need to be men. What you want from a man? You want it back in the day when men was going upside motherfuckers' heads, looking at women
I'm
like
not.
they
I'm
was
not.
property?
I'm
I
not
don't get it.
telling people to not have emotions. I just don't like when uh it goes to like women got it easy, women don't, it's like a whole bunch of woman bashing basically. I don't like those guys, the woman bashers who say that they need to be suited, and it's like if you take everything out of the process on the woman's half, if you the king and the queen, and there's no room for her,
I don't know
now
what
you're
you
just in
mean
a
by they
group of
need to be
guys.
suited. What you mean by they need to be
So it's
suited?
it's a lot of guys now that they want you to take them out and pay on the first date. They want you to buy them
Yeah.
bags.
Hey,
They
we
want
are
you.
in
Wait,
the
wait,
sassy
wait, wait,
man
wait,
era.
wait, wait,
We in the sassy
wait,
man
Yeah,
era.
the
Yeah,
Kevin
we in the
Kevin
sassy man
Samuels
era.
little
wait.
crowd
Yeah.
who believe it's just a lot of this in my city. I forgot I'm not where y'all at.
Oh,
Surprise.
yeah, where are you at?
Wisconsin. And the
Okay,
guys
I
do act like the roles are reversed. They want the women to go to work. They want to sit at home with kids that they made with you. And you know what I'm saying? They want you to take care of all the hard labor while their feet kicked up. And I believe in a 50-50 household. I'm not catering to you, paying your stuff, paying your bill. You give me kisses when I come in and sit my briefcase down. That's some bull crap. And I never asked for that from a man. And I don't want that required of me. It's some total bull crap. Cause they ain't gonna do nothing but kick back, be lazy, and cheat still. So I don't cater
Wait,
to that
wait,
foolery.
wait, wait. This is crazy to
There's a
me.
lot of
I
that
didn't know.
foolery going
I mean,
on in Wisconsin.
I
I'm
don't.
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on with.
It's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
pillow princesses here.
I'm not, man. Yeah, I don't know because on the one end, I can understand if a guy saying, "Yo, you know, a woman should take like." I again, I get where women coming from, where men not traditional more, they don't take you out, but it's nothing traditional about a man who used to be able to take a woman to a simple date. Now, what's quote unquote considered simple, women want extra. They want extraordinary. You know, where you could just,
Oh yeah, you
uh,
can't take them to Applebee's. I saw that list. Did you see the list
yeah.
of?
So I'm saying, so like, and again, this could just be the this could be the internet era that we live in, which I really believe it is. But
Mm-hmm.
all of the roles, they're definitely reversed for sure. Uh,
That's not.
yeah, I
I
don't
ain't
know,
gonna,
man.
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
even
lie
know
to
what to
you.
call it. Shit.
I want to be a house husband. I ain't gonna lie.
Why can't you
Um,
stay in the corner, T-Night?
to me,
Man,
gender roles are very
But hey, it
inconsiderate
is
in
what it is.
today's time.
I thought
you
I got
said
a background.
inconsiderate.
Yeah, it's very inconsiderate in today's time to have like gender roles. because it's
I don't think so.
He don't
I
want
mean,
gender roles.
You
He's
got
saying
to
he against gender
elaborate,
roles.
gang. Man,
um
y'all tripping, man.
no, hear
Go
me
ahead,
What?
out.
man.
Okay,
Go, yeah,
so
yeah.
to they always say, "Oh, I want a traditional man or a traditional woman." The times don't support that like that no more. The economy is not fit for that anymore. The reason
well,
why gender roles worked back in the day was because a man coming home to provide for his wife or girl was enough for her to just sit down and raise the kids. It was enough at that time.
Yeah,
well,
because you sure could
that
raise
goes
2 families off 30,000 a year.
well,
Because
that goes back to the first
granddad did it all the
topic.
time.
That goes back to the first topic of mediocrity and advancing past that. Like
Right.
I support having what she said, a 50-50, and we all talked
Mhm.
about this before on the show. I support it because, I mean, like I said, if I'm bringing in 125 and my wife is bringing in 125, that's 250. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
man, that's
more money,
bullshit,
more power.
man. That's bullshit. Ain't no such
How?
thing as more money, more power, bro. The problem with that is it make you as a man regular and complacent, bro. Like if you sitting there thinking, oh, and that listen, nothing wrong with the 50-50 men. Like I want to go 50-50 as well, but you still gotta be looking at the long term of it all. Like if you saying let's do 50-50 to reach a goal, cool, but 50-50 for life? Come on, man. Your wife will never respect you, man. Come on, man.
Man.
You gotta, I mean, at least let's go 50-50 while I build something on the side for us, like a nest egg for us. Then once we
So
get what we trying to get, then I can retire you. That sounds that's like, come on, man. You want your wife working forever? Come on, bro. You wanna
I mean,
man, what? You
if you
supposed to be able to work
50-50,
and
if you 50-50, y'all can retire together.
I get what you come on, bro. You know, Dan. Come on, man. No,
So
all
okay,
right. You know
so
what?
no, I'm saying you want to retire your significant other earlier than yourself. Is that what you're saying?
No, no. But what I'm saying is when if you working, if you saying you doing 50-50 to reach a goal, cool. But if you want to do 50-50 for life, I'm just saying you never gonna get the type of relationship with your wife that you need unless you able to help her feel comfortable enough where she don't gotta go put in 8 to 10 hours. You get what I'm saying? Now, I don't know about return her before you because I believe if you building something in the background that can sustain both of y'all, now y'all both done at the same time. I'm just saying if we doing 50-50 with a goal behind in mind, you know, like if I'm doing 50-50 with the rent, I say give me 50, give me half of the rent. Why? Because I want a house. They ain't saying do it forever, but it's the goal. Again, like Mark is saying, you need to have multiple sources of income, but to have a wife and not want to like have her kick her feet up, like that's crazy to me. I'm just saying I
Oh,
wouldn't want a
oh,
wife and then have her working for forever type shit. Like, nah,
But
go sit at home.
But see, that's
was
that's
she
why I
kicking
say the
her?
gender roles are inconsiderate because those roles still apply to those type of women. They still expect to come home and cook and all that stuff. That's why I'm saying that's where the gender roles fall
But
short
they
with me.
don't
Cause
do it
see,
though. Like a woman that's
Yeah,
working,
they
bro.
don't do
Come
that
on, man. A
shit,
woman
man.
that's working, she ain't finna be cooking every day. She ain't
mm-hmm.
finna be cleaning every day. She
that's
gonna
why
be
you do
talking about how
50-50.
tired she is. Listen, I get
Man,
what you saying, bro. But
yeah,
as a
no, that
man,
shit
bro,
don't work,
like, come
man.
on, man. Nigga don't want to wash no motherfucking dishes, man. Come on,
I
bro.
love washing
You make a
goddamn
certain amount.
dishes. It's very therapeutic, man. I like to get my hands in that
Red
hot
just said
water
he
and
want
be
to stay at
Right,
home,
and
man.
put your hands in a bowl full of noodle juice and
I
But what
riding
I'm
in
saying,
the
listen,
sink like,
but
I
we can,
love
but
I
we
love
listen. We
yeah.
see but the mentality is what what keeps us. Because again, say you if you're a father and you're building a business on the side while going 50-50 with your wife, your child is now looking at that, and guess what your child wants to do? They wants to boss up and have a business now. But if they see the 50-50 happen, what's going to happen is they're going to go look for somebody that they can split going half on, which is going to further lead to the same shit that the lady Ebony K. Williams is talking about. That's all I'm saying.
What's this Ebony K. Williams stuff?
Nothing. I don't even know who the woman is. It's just something we was talking about earlier.
Can y'all brush over that because I missed it?
So
nothing wrong with the
quick and
50-50
dirty
at all,
is
though. At all.
she was saying that Black Americans are failing, if you will, you know, and specifically she talked a lot about Black men and how we are fastly becoming the lesser of our race. You know, Black women are twice as likely to go to college. HBCUs is what she used. Twice as likely to own their own business. Twice as likely to have home ownership. I think actually she said 40% likely, but regardless, she was just talking about some of those statistics, and so she was talking about how mediocrity, regularity, and what's another medium word? These are allowed to exist in the Black community.
The bigotry of mediocrity, I think she said.
Yeah, I can't think of it, but regardless, all she was basically getting at is that we've lost track of wanting to be exceptional and have fallen by way of average. We're not really building our skill sets for expansion. We're not trying to become business owners so that we can have multiple streams of income and things like that. And that is what's actually, and you know, Charlamagne was trying to look at it as from a systemic standpoint, where she's like, well, hold on though, we got to call it out. Part of it is that we have developed this capacity to be okay with regularity. Like we are fucking regular.
I think that's the exact opposite. Why would she say that? I'm looking at Black people every day.
You forgot to mention that she also called like being a bus driver and you know these regular.
She said regular jobs. She said those are
regular.
Wait, no, listen.
She out of line. I'll find her and comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the video.
Listen.
So you can take
because I'm somebody who studied finances, compared to what other people make, that is a regular job, and you're not gonna get beyond a bus driver. That's all she's saying. Yeah. It's like instead of trying to apply ourselves to be beyond, we'll get a bus driver job because it's a good regular job. Yes, it is. Like it's hella people that would love to be a bus driver making $32, $35 an hour and would do that for 20 years. But that's the problem, because that's why we don't have high ownership. That's why we don't have business.
What if we all don't want to be executive? That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying what if we don't want to be executive?
She's not saying that you're supposed to be an executive. She's saying that we become complacent in these roles and jobs.
Right, that's the problem. No, that's
and
the
maximize
problem,
your God-given talent, ability, and skills.
That's what I'm saying, Guru. That's the problem. Why would you want to just? So are you? Let me question for you. Are you comfortable getting a job and just staying at the surface level then?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not seeing that in this day and age. I don't know what she's talking about. So maybe that's her.
You're not seeing what?
People being complacent. I see a lot of business ownership and people applying for different mentorships that's teaching them how to own nonprofits. Like I don't see a lot of people just happy going to a 9 to 5. Like I'm a
But this is the thing, right? When you talk about what you see, it's a difference between talking about what you see and what the numbers and the statistics are stating.
Exactly.
And all I'm
Where is
telling
she getting her numbers?
I mean, look.
Is it her state? Is it national? Is it international?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
No, nationally.
But if you look just type in African American male median income, because
if we count Africa into our statistics, our numbers will go up. Those people have masters and PhDs out the wazoo. They still count our numbers. We still winning.
I'm talking about. Okay, but that's still going to be a small majority than it is going to be of people from the inner cities who actually just have like regular. Again, I just know I went to the store. I went to the store and I was telling my brother, I'm like, man, bro, I was like, that's what I was talking about before. And that's why he kept telling me, like, watch the mediocrity thing, because again, I see what you're saying, but from somebody who, like, man, because just me having just seeing and being 36, 37, and you looking at other people that you made, you grew with, and you like, yo, hey, yo, why you doing that? Hey, yo, why you not thinking, like, I'm talking to people every day that's my age that don't have that's not working on their skills, that's not working on their their future life. Like, you can still be fucking 40 and not know where you're going in life. That's mediocrity, because you got a job, because the job can get you back and forth and you cool with it. And you're not thinking like nobody, and I'm saying in the year 2024, nobody should go to a job and not think, well, within 3 years, I need to be at a manager level. They have to think that. You have to. And if you're not there, you got to get up out of there, because the reason why I say you need to think that way, even if you don't want to, is because it allow you to open yourself up for better positions. Like, just thinking I got a job and being cool with it, that's not enough.
Even what I learned at those companies, when you elevate, there's a ceiling. There's only so far that you're gonna go, because you didn't found the company. So it's like you're elevating, but they're gonna cap you at some point unless you just buy the company out, which you will never do at the salary that they will pay you there. They make sure that you stay in the rat race, and they give you titles to keep buying your life years from you. And by the time you realize what happened, you retire.
That's why you leverage what you know to go somewhere else.
You start a business. You're over that. That's you. That's all you. Whether it makes or breaks, that's you. That's what we're scared of. We're scared of the failure. We're scared of the investment.
If you're talking about different titles, you got to make sure that your salary is growing with those titles as well, and whatever goals you have. But it's not necessarily where you at. It's the mindset. You can't be complacent in your mindset, is what she's saying. I mean, you can be at a job for 5, 10 years, but make sure you're continuing to educate yourself and learn and grow, and
What are
make
you
sure
doing
that
with that education though? If you just know stuff and you stand, if I go to work at McDonald's and I'm a fry cook and I know things, I know how to run a Fortune 500. What good does that do me if I don't take the steps to employ my knowledge? The growth is knowledge and growth, but some people don't want that. That's another thing that she has to acknowledge. I had this conversation with my sister, and I'll make this really brief. I am okay with the people who do not want to be great. I step right over them. They still there. I don't have to pick them up and drag them with me. That's their weight. You go and do it. If you want to do it, you go and do it. I'm not focused on these numbers. I'm not looking to the side of me. I got blinders on. I'm going here. Whoever's going there with me, they will be there. I don't have to take them. They don't have to take me. But I'm okay with the little guy, because somebody got to work at my company when I get it. You want to stay down? I got a job for you in the shirt.
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's what she's saying collectively as a race, is that there are a lot of people that are fine with letting other people, be down there or be where they at, instead of
Yeah,
just
we call
talking
them
to them.
sheeple.
Exactly.
Those are sheeple. Those are followers. A leader needs some followers, and it's okay. Let them follow.
I mean, well, let's think about it like this. I mean, we need those types of people, because if everybody was a business owner, nobody would make money.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
there's
that's kind of contradictory, Marcus.
We will all have to
That's
barter
kinda-
from each other if we were all CEOs.
That's kind of contradictory, because you are a business owner, and I'm pretty sure, of course, you have that mindset to go forward and make a lot of money, but that's you're preaching multiple streams of income. And so you're telling somebody that they have to be a follower, and they have to be a cook, they have to be this or that. But I mean, I think that's contradictory. if you're preaching multiple streams of income?
I mean, it depends on having. Well, see, the thing is, if you are having multiple streams of incomes to leave the 9 to 5, you need about 6 or 7 of them. But if you're working a 9 to 5, you're still gonna need in today's time like maybe 1 or 2
Well,
to
I
keep
mean,
afloat.
well, I think that's, and well, I think it's kind of impossible to work 9 to 5 jobs. It's only 24
Hmm?
hours. You need 4 or 5 hours of
You
sleep.
said that you need six streams of revenue. Those are jobs. That's what he's saying. People barely
I
have
mean,
time to work three. So how
I'm
you gonna do
sorry,
that?
passive income. I should have said passive income. I'm sorry, I may have misspoke.
Okay.
Passive income. That's what I meant to say.
Well, that's not mediocrity either. I mean, if you if you have a 9 to 5 and you own some businesses and things like that, that's not mediocrity.
Hmm.
Or stand as at the level of, as a bus driver, whatever, or whatever mediocre job that we consider as mediocre.
I would
Another
like
form of
to.
passive income is the stock market. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's different forms and different levels of passive incomes we're talking about here. You don't have to own your own business to have a passive income. You can invest in certain things that'll give you a return.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like one of the
dividend
guys that
yielding
I
stocks
follow,
or trust.
uh T Knight, one of the guys that I follow, I know he was saying how him and his wife, when they got married, they was like splitting their finances, but how they would do it was they would take the whoever had the most income and use that to pay all the bills and stuff, and they would use the other income as what they would use to build their investment portfolio. So he always be talking about like 5 years later, we both are retired, and now we're
Oh,
making 50,000 a month, just off our investment portfolio. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. So if you telling
That's
me,
money.
yeah, let's go 50-50 with my wife, I got a bag, she got a
Right.
bag,
To
let's
get
just
to a
live off one
destination,
of
you
our
should.
bags and then take the up, like it's up from there. Then that make all the sense in the world. But if you like, nah, let's just shit, you do 50 and I'm gonna do 50 and live like that. Like that's crazy. But
Man,
I'm
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 gonna
just
say
saying the big bag.
if my lady had the right mentality, like I could do that right now with the salary I make in 200,000 that I got to pay for my loans, and we did that, and then in those 3 years that it took to pay them loans
Yeah,
off,
on
to
God,
where
you
I
gone.
be at,
You
man, listen,
gone.
I retire
You
her,
gone.
get her a salary,
But
and
that's
have her,
but
man. Come
that's what I mean by
on,
that's
man.
why, you know, that's when you as a woman you choose a man with a plan for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Everybody
Because if
got a
you get a
plan in the
man,
beginning till they be with
Punch
you
in the
for a
mouth.
few weeks. Then that plan go out the window, and this
but
nigga
if you
laying on a
but if
pillow,
you
chilling.
but
Like,
you
what
just
happened
gotta
know
to
be
the
coachable, bro.
plans?
but that's what I'm saying. If you know you're not that type of woman that's going you hey, nah, sometimes let me ask you a question. Why don't women sub themselves out the game and go sit on the bench? Why they don't do that? You with a
Elaborate. I
man
don't
that's
know
on
what you're doing.
you with a man that's on his shit. He on his thing. Why you don't go sub out the game? You know what? I can't do nothing with this. No, let me sub out. Go. Why you don't do that?
What you
Let's
mean?
get
Like,
into that.
Get into that.
I don't know what you asking.
Let's start there.
No, I'm
mm.
saying,
Break
Let's
it
start
yeah,
down.
there.
yeah. Let's start there. Why?
I mean, Wisconsin, you gotta speak English.
No, I'm just saying,
That was a
man.
whole bunch of hood lingo. You lost me. Or sports lingo. I'm like, what? What we?
She got lost at what you mean
You
by
said sub out
the
What you
game.
mean?
I'm saying get like as far as when like you just said how plans would change when you get with that person and they
Yeah.
different. I'm saying so why isn't that if you dealing with somebody that might be more than what you're looking for or he got a plan but it may not cater to him being with you or seeing you all the time, why don't you just And
I'm
not
talking
just
about less.
specifically,
That
but
we was on 2 different pages. I'm talking about the Pillow Princess. You forgot I'm in Wisconsin, so they have less plans, or they have a whole bunch of plans and no intentions on employing any of those plans. That's usually what I'm running into. All these beautiful plans, they never gonna start. They not even gonna step one. They want to start a podcast. They ain't bought a mic, a light, download the app.
oh, okay, yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I see
yeah,
what you did there. You do
yeah,
voodoo.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
why not help?
I
You
feel
know,
that. Let the talk
formulate.
talk. Fuck
It's a
that. Let the
difference
talk talk.
between helping and being a crutch. I'm not an enabler. I'm sorry. You need to help yourself.
Yeah.
Man, you let the
It's
talkers
certain
talk.
things. It's
Man prove
some
himself
things I
by what
will.
he. A man prove himself by doing what he say he gonna do.
Yeah, I
Period.
let him do a little bit first because what I learned when I step in and I help me do it for me and step out the way when I'm successful because I don't need you no
Yeah.
more.
Nah, fuck that. Hell nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. I ain't helping nobody else. I help him get out my face.
Who hurts you?
Maria, who hurt you?
Dang. Give me a corner button so I can put people out. Nah, that was a good one.
Who hurt you?
Oh, y'all want me to be the only one talking about who I'm hurt by? Dang. There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people hurting me, but I don't let that fuel me. I'm starting to be hip to the all the plans with no motive. Or not, yeah, no motion. No motion. Like
Marcus,
Gucci said, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and you know the rest. They
Marcus, how
got
long you
all
been
these
at your
plans.
job?
This
24 years and counting.
going on 15 years.
What the fuck?
Damn.
You don't own that bitch now?
No, but I don't know
Damn.
if y'all saw that I'm stepping into the apprenticeship for maintenance mechanic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
what's
not the
that?
longevity
I'm
at the
getting
job.
at my
To me,
job.
Hold
I
that
got
on,
an
hold
shows
on,
interview today.
hold
I'll
on,
be at well one
hold on,
today.
hold on,
So look
Marcus.
out for that.
Before
All
you,
right, bet,
what's
bet, bet.
that?
Congratulations on that too.
but before you go, when was it when I saw you at the Dunkin' Donuts? How long ago was that? Was that fit more than 15 years ago?
When I was working at Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was way past 15 years. I
Damn.
Damn,
don't
time
even
flying.
know. I
So it
don't
was
even.
16 plus years then. Shit, obviously.
That was 2006, somewhere around there.
Damn.
Oh damn.
Dang.
Cause I
You was
Yeah,
ran
still
that
into
was
going
you
through.
and I hadn't saw you since like eighth grade.
right.
And I was
Yeah.
like, shit. And then you was at the Dunkin' Donuts in the Thompson Center.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How we get on the topic of donuts?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Marcus. How long you been at the hospital?
United
15
big boy.
years.
Yeah.
Yep. 15 years. During my tenure there, I mean, I actually this job has single-handedly financed everything that I've been doing so far. I
Right.
use this job to do everything. I use this job to buy the condo. I use this job to
Okay.
buy my company.
He in
Everything,
motion. He telling you he in motion. He waving.
everything.
Yeah.
So it's
Let's go,
just
Rafe.
that's
I'm
why I
cheering
always
for you.
said that's why I said if you can't like really move up in your job, move up in your personal life.
Facts.
Find other ways to get ahead. And now that I'm most likely going to get this apprenticeship uh job soon. I'm going to be working in a new field. After 6 months after this is over, they should have a position open for me, and I could just slip right on in and start making more money, and leave food service alone. You
I
know.
wish you had a mentor though, like a rich mentor. You would have done all this
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
in
Because
half the
I'm yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. That's why I act because I'm like you talk great, but I'm like I need to know where you at right now because I'm like I feel like you stagnant. So that's why I asked that question. Um, like why food service? Why do you do that?
That was the only thing I could do at the time. I had got the job back when the economy was just getting back together. So I pretty much clung to this job like hard as hell.
Okay, yeah.
But
You talking about the housing crash, 2009, 2008?
Yep.
yeah, 2009, 2008, somewhere around there, and that's when I
What
just
has
first
kept
started.
you there?
Let's see. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I've had some fun there. But I told myself
What you mean, like you
that
slept with some girls or something?
I mean that too, but I ain't talking about that.
I mean, you know, thought that
But
what you.
I made a
That boy,
promise
that boy
to.
come out like remember Roll Bounce when he threw the shoes on it. He's like, I got a big shoe.
Hey, I take Marcus as one of those people that be at their job and some girl probably flirt with him. He be like, I can't do that. You gonna make me lose my good paying job.
No, I definitely slipped up a kind of time or two, but I
Man,
made
man,
myself
dirtied up in people lettuces. Come on, man.
Maybe a phone number in the sandwich, like.
Hey, are you
Yeah.
a patient or are you just coming by?
Look at
Right.
this.
The one thing I told myself was I want to make that my last place to work because I do intend
Okay.
on leaving the 9 to 5 scene
You got
because
this.
I know for a fact that every job is going to have a ceiling. I'm going to be limited there. So for me,
And then
it
they take
doesn't
up
make
your
a point.
time, so you never figure out how to do what they did to start the company. They take up all your freaking time for that little stupid pay.
Mm-hmm. And I actually,
Well,
learned
I'm not
some
talking
things
about
from.
your job, but I just meant
Mhm.
jobs in general. So I'm not saying.
I mean, it's always
Um,
been stated, man, how much it costs you to give up on your dreams. Because
So
everybody, when
look,
they was a kid, had a dream. So
this
mhm.
old wise man told me at one of my jobs, I don't remember. He said, listen, they gonna pay you enough to keep you, so you do enough work so they don't get rid of you.
That sounds like a relationship.
And,
you know,
um,
I feel like my job experience went up when I started listening to Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar said, "Just always do more because it makes you a better person." So at my jobs, I always start now. Now I started to go over and beyond, and I actually see that you do get more when you give more. Like even if they not watching it, even if they don't see it, when you give more, you're
Apply
gonna
that
get
to
more
every
for sure.
area of your life too.
exactly.
No, I do. No, I do. I do. Trust me, I do. Trust me. Trust me. I was walking and riding a bike. I used to listen. I used to ride my bicycle to work. An hour. It
Uh-huh.
took me an hour and 15 minutes just to get to work on a bike, bicycle.
Your calves are strong.
And
But
the see the
but it's because I'm
thing
not
is,
regular. You feel me? I got to get to it. Whatever it's gonna take, I got to get to it.
2 minutes
um,
in, my wig would have slid back. I'd have been on Tower all right.
funny as
With
hell.
the X's
Now
on
I'm
my
in the
eyes.
Audi. Now I'm in the Audi. You feel
Funny
me?
as hell.
I'm on the Alcantara seats. At first I was in the bike seat. Now I'm in the
Ooh.
Alcantara. What can I say?
um,
Hey, that's
I,
a bar.
I, definitely I've used that to my advantage because I know a lot of corporate people there. They're definitely willing to help me transfer and stuff. Like they're helping me succeed.
They
Where I
don't help
want to go.
you and give you like financial advice, like, bro, you're a good person. I don't want to see you here a year from now. This is what you should do. I've got a financial advisor that can help you out. They're like, no, let's scoot him around the building until he happy. You know what I'm
Oh,
That's
you
saying? Rich people be
crazy.
tripping me
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
see,
I do
yeah,
get advice from them.
yeah,
you're a good
yeah.
person,
No, I'm
I
man.
saying
You
do
don't,
they.
because I
you
ask
don't need
questions
this
though.
shit, man.
I
You're.
ask questions. You gotta ask questions because they don't know
Yeah.
what you know. You gotta ask questions. I
I,
educate myself. I
I'm
know
gonna
how
say this
human
too.
resources works.
Like I said, part of it. I'm telling my brothers now. When we was talking about seeing other people that we went to school with and some of their situations and things like that, the adage, your network will be your net worth, reigns true. If you're around people that always got just ideas flowing and always trying to be in a better position, and if you're the fifth out of the crew of five and you down there, there's no way that either they're gonna let you stick around with them or you're gonna stick at your level without trying to elevate to where they at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So
gonna get
that's
on the
that's one
real.
of the
They gonna
things
be
people
doing big boy,
and
big
like.
girl
And
shit.
so
You ain't gonna be able
I'm
to do
bringing
it.
it back to this concept that I'm gonna be talking about the whole year, which is social capital, and how that
Hey,
is one of the biggest detriments that black people today, because we don't build relationships. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we don't
hey,
No, we
build.
don't build the right relationships.
Yeah, yeah,
and
Cause
also,
we be trauma bonding. We trauma bond a lot. That's what
Yeah.
we do.
yeah, yeah,
That's what we do.
They be like, that happened to me too. They run from
yeah.
that
For
person.
real.
Yeah, you trauma. You
Did
trauma,
we just
man.
become
Listen,
best friends? Yep.
dude,
Real.
a lot of what I noticed, because I when I started doing the work on myself, it was a book I read. The book was called "You Can Read Anyone." It was about reading people. Uh, but as I'm reading a book, I'm gaining more psychology into myself. So I'm starting to understand. Oh, damn! You attracting people with your story. Like your story is what's attracting people. They're bonding to you because of the story you're telling them. And it was a sad story when I look back on it, what I kept telling them. Once the story changed and everybody around me, they was no longer around me because they wasn't
It's not interesting anymore.
enamored. They wasn't
You just
enamored by the story I was telling. It was a different story. I started to change. I started to become a different version of myself,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh shit. And so I no longer hang around with a lot of people because it's a, once you on that journey and shit, that story change. People don't
that's a
they
dope
ain't nothing
revelation
coming.
right there.
Yep,
Right
that's the
Oh,
there.
crab in the
hey,
barrel
listen,
When you
mentality too.
yo,
Yeah. When you
mhm.
see somebody on that, you like, bro, I want you to pause the sad music, pause the little violin you got playing in your hand. Because that story is why you still in that predicament. You're attracting the energy that you're giving out with this story. You saw yourself, you seeing how this was all bad, but you never saw how it could be different. You're not envisioning your future self. You
That's a
stuck in the
fact.
past. And it's
That's a
a lot
fact.
of
that's
people it's a lot of people in my family that's stuck in the past. And when you talk to them about business growth, but one time nobody listened to
The one
me
time I did,
and they
yeah, on
called
the
me
real,
ugly and stupid. And I
yeah,
didn't have money in my account. Like,
and
it's
what y'all saying,
2024. That was 1983.
and
yeah.
what y'all saying. That's exactly why, like, you have to be careful what you say on social media, because there are a lot of people will bring their problems
Mm-hmm.
and everything to social media. Then somebody will pick up on it. They'll DM you with all these opportunities and trauma bonding and everything. Then next thing uh, you either giving up information, you giving up money, you giving up time and energy. And so I implore people to, like, limit what you say on Facebook, especially about your private life or your,
Mm-hmm.
what you got going on, your
No, I do the
dreams.
Do
opposite. I do the
another thing
opposite.
too. When
No,
you
Nah,
when
you
you
need to.
flex, if you post your item, you gonna attract gold diggers. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
first of all, let me tell you something. The Audi, I'm posting that regardless because
well,
that's a
that's
rental.
business.
Like I
That's
want people
business.
to rent that car. So
I'm,
yeah, that's.
oh, he
But
bringing it up.
oh yeah, nah, I ain't man. What? I don't get no.
No, that
I'm not
no,
even.
I'm,
I'm not even
no, don't
attached to this shit. Like,
no,
no,
don't
I'm renting
don't
it out.
don't confuse what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, like, your personal life. Like, if you depressed or something, don't put that you depressed on social media.
And
You know what I'm
I
saying?
say the opposite. I say the opposite. I say put it
How?
out there.
Why?
Because listen,
He said, "Wow."
because because people love trauma bonding. You know how many views you gonna get. You know how many watches you gonna get. Now I
Oh, you
guarantee
you
you,
you talking about
once
you
all
talking
that.
about
Oh, if you
that's
want to be
business though.
viral, then
That's
No,
business still.
no. It's not business. What it is it's what needs to happen for the next generation. People consume content online. If you want somebody to buy into you, tell them your story. If your
Right, but
story
but
have
now
Well, so that
but
goes back to
you're manipulating though. Like, it's not the same as that.
Mark.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're manipulating the minds of people who want to hear that stuff. But what I'm saying is, if you are
all
not
right,
trying to
what does
get
People
it
do that
matter?
money,
all
Let
the
me ask you a
time, though. If you're
question.
trying to go
Let me ask you
viral,
a
then
question. Let me ask you a question. T Night, Mr. Finessa. Would you or would you not?
Ooh.
Would you or
They
would
told
you
on you.
not?
That's
If
what he calls
if
himself.
if
Oh.
if
Calls
you
himself a
needed the
finesse.
money,
That's why he talking about 50-50. He really
would
in
you create a
70-30.
GoFundMe for money to go to a concert? Not saying I'm saying you missed the finesse. Would you create a GoFundMe to go to a concert?
Well, no, because the intent to to involve other people is I feel like that's too dirty. Like
So when
I could
you was going to your job and you was using other people's Wi-Fi and things of that nature, that didn't count.
no, because I mean Starbucks, right?
I feel like you in
They
court right now. You losing, bro.
no, I'm saying Starbucks, they advertise their Wi-Fi for you to use when you're buying the
Nah,
product.
yeah. Oh, okay. You know
No,
what? Yeah,
He
you
was a
buy a
customer.
product,
Yeah. Free
you
Wi-Fi.
buy a
yeah. Nah,
product,
I ain't
and you
talking
get the
about.
free
It was
Wi-Fi.
okay. So it wasn't that. I thought it was somebody who was like you was using or something to get what you needed. I don't think it was.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
it was
no,
Starbucks. Maybe it was Starbucks.
I didn't have Wi-Fi at home, and I used Starbucks to enable me
Oh yeah, that wasn't
go and
finessing.
do.
Then there was something you said
That's
that
finessing.
nah,
This
fuck
your
no.
signature
That
thing. He go to
nah.
trying to groom
Yeah,
the
now you
beard
know
when
what?
the meeting about to be over. That's his way of telling us like wrap it up. Yeah. I'm dumb, so I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah.
He ain't got shit to do anyway.
Nah, the reason why I say that is because if you saying that a person getting online and telling you, you know, what they going through or whatever, if you feel like that's something wrong with that, then I'm just saying, then you as a person wouldn't consciously use, you know, you wouldn't consciously get on the social media and try to garner some type of sympathy to gain any type of currency or anything of that nature. But you said you was a finesser, so I had to see what's the levels to the finesse. But you're not
No,
really a
I mean,
finesser. You just
but
use
no,
was there.
look. I mean, like you said, there's levels, and I'm not going to manipulate somebody else to get me to go up to the next level. Like I'm saying, use what's out there already and finesse your way to get to that's already free. I'm not finna and I hate when I don't hate when people do this, but when people say don't ask what it is, but pray for me. Of course, we're gonna ask you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean,
What am I
that's
praying
just
for? Did you kill somebody? Like,
right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
either
not
you
praying
gonna
for
either
that.
you
If you
say
did,
it
you
or
My
need
you
to
don't
prayers,
say
kill
it.
bro.
Like
him.
either you say it or you don't say it. Like I just think people put too much information out there on their personal lives, and like you can Dre gonna be Dr. Dre in a couple months, right? Like
Couple
that's a
weeks.
flex.
Couple
That's
weeks.
a couple weeks, but you know that's a flex. Like that's something that's a common knowledge or a common thing in our society to celebrate those types of things, graduating, marriages, and stuff like that. But if
People be
you,
celebrating dumb stuff now.
but
Divorce,
but
having
well, I
babies by
mean,
multiple women at the same time. I'm seeing crazy stuff.
but if
Man.
you're in a marriage and you say, yeah, me and my wife, you know, what I'm saying we got into an argument, you know, and pray for me and all this stuff, like, no, don't put that type of stuff out there, you know. But
Mhm.
Hemi saying that you're supposed to put that out there for content to get
Man,
money.
I think him
well,
be trolling on that issue.
not to get money
But what's the
because
end goal?
because of this. Every single person on this live right now is a brand unto themselves. Like
Facts.
everybody, because that's the way this current world 2024 is positioned.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on here is their own single brand. Every time you
You should be a
interact on
motivational
social media,
speaker,
listen.
John.
We got some stuff coming. Don't you worry. But
What?
all I'm saying is you got to understand that every time you interact with social media, you're doing it from the standpoint of a character that you've created for people to
Mm-hmm.
see. So,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of if it's good or bad, put it out there, but ask person to like, share, subscribe. That's where we at now.
I mean, in
now you
terms
can
of
do it.
personal brand too, though, authenticity is what everybody is searching for.
There you go.
So
There
they
you go. There you
feel
go. I
that
want to know the
connection like
real.
this.
I want to know the bullshit that you went through, and when you come out of the bullshit, it's gonna make me feel good for you, and I'm gonna buy your shit. It happens all the
Man,
time. It happens.
I mean, but that's
T-Night.
oh no.
T-Night.
That's how you build your
If
brand. They
you
got to know you as
if
a person
you
too.
if you started a weight loss journey right now today, and you just consistently kept posting your loss, at the end of however long it take you, you're gonna have more subscribers and more followers and more people willing to listen to what you got to say.
Why
That's
not? Why
facts.
not package the whole thing into one video while you going through your personal gain, and then you put it out there after you met your goal instead of doing it every day. Now people know you're at
Show
your
the
gym.
progress.
They
Because
know
it's
you
called
at the gym.
because it's called an algorithm. You have to
Right, I
play by
understand that.
today's rules. Like my
But
brother's in the algorithm. He's putting out content every single day. It's an algorithm, bro. That's why you got to do it. That's why.
I think that
It's
too.
simple.
So, for example, with the weight loss thing, like I really wasn't putting up a lot on Facebook, but then I started, and then now, of course, people, yeah, I'll see you. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in that gym with you, and that just keep you, that it helps with the motivation of like, all right, man, let me keep going.
I'm trying to watch one of the videos, and hopefully I'm not offending no lady in saying this, but you gotta get a sensor bar. I'm like, whoa, you moving stuff around, and you in the gray shorts, and I'm like,
Yeah, his
I
meat,
don't even know if I'm supposed to be knowing
hitting his
that.
leg. Hey, twin.
Yeah.
That's why I hated my workout videos because that's all Hey, why your meat poking? Oh, come on, bro. I'm just trying to fucking work out, man.
that was your
You
fupa.
y'all know why y'all posted that, because it's like men do not be working out just to show progress. Y'all flexing. You putting on a flex.
No, we really be working out.
Motherfucker really be working
He
out.
working
Like,
out.
So I'm really working out
Just
in real
because
life.
you get attracted to the flex don't mean
No,
they actually
That's
flexing.
funny.
I did not say that. I just said I know why y'all put it up there. Y'all don't want us to watch your
Now
progress.
listen, when I
You trying to
finally
flex.
do get to where I want to be, hoochie daddy shorts, I'm coming out there. I'm coming out there. With
There you
those.
go.
I'm gonna act a fool. Yes, Lord.
Oh my
Yes, Lord.
God.
I'm coming out with some
Charlie
hoochie daddy this
started.
year.
He coming out
Yes,
with some hoochie
Lord.
that. It's Henry Jones' fault. Now we got the
Yeah,
hoochie daddy.
Him got them on now.
Oh
Yes,
my
Lord.
goodness. What did this shirt say? It said love what? That's what
I
I've been
love
trying to
her
figure
pee.
out.
I love her pee.
Oh, okay. That's
Personality.
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be in my job's function this Friday.
Push
I'm
your
in my
pee.
steppers. I'm
Push
gonna
your
take
pee.
pictures.
Wait, you gonna be where Friday?
I said I'm gonna be at my job's function in my steppers. I'm gonna dress up.
Oh, okay, nice. What y'all doing?
It's a job like celebration. It's like a pretty decent thing where everybody's invited. If you RSVP, we'll be in a hotel, drinks,
Oh shit, where?
meals.
I
What's
got a
up?
red
I don't
carpet
know.
event coming up too.
Oh, nice.
So I might
What's your word
include
big?
some coverage. It's just a gala. I think black people use the word gala to just get money out of people these days.
It's a fundraiser, yeah.
Is this really a gala?
So I'm gonna be in all white, and I'm gonna wear my long coat with my logo on it too.
Not
So
like R. Kelly. You finna do step in the name of love?
You better not look like you was going on prom
what
either,
shoes
man.
is you wearing, man?
Yeah,
What
Just
show
wear the
us
white
the
ones.
shoes. Yeah, show us
We
the
don't
shoes.
care
Wear the
about the
white
clothes.
ones.
What shoes
Show
you
us the
wearing?
shoes.
You
Yeah.
said schwa.
I'm
And
finna
then you
wear the
gotta do
white ones.
the.
Hold on,
Hey,
let me
No,
see.
wait.
Hey,
Don't
hey,
tell me. You got
You
some
better
white
not. He
shoes,
finna bring
like the
out.
black ones and the red ones. That's
They
crazy.
know
hey,
the shoes.
hey, Marcus,
Oh,
why
he
is always
showed.
Wear the white ones. I'm wear these.
Demio? Why is
Oh, they're really the same shoes.
That's crazy,
But that's how
buddy.
he can afford to live in something that he
That's
owns. He
crazy.
thrifty.
Nah,
I'm
ain't
not.
that though.
Yeah,
When
okay.
I was growing up,
Respectfully.
one of the guys I used to hang around, he had every color pair of felines. He literally every color pair of felines. That was just his thing,
That was
man.
his
So
thing.
I can respect it.
I
hey
want
Marcus?
like 2 to 3 suits per pair of shoes.
Hey Marcus, why?
What Steve Harvey say? A blue, white, and
No,
black
he ain't
Blue.
say nothing about no
or gray?
goddamn shoes.
It's black,
He
gray, cream,
He said
Black, gray,
no.
cream, blue, and brown.
Yep.
That's for
When the
suits,
last
not.
time you tried them shoes on too? 'Cause you know people get older and they stand on their feet all day, their feet spread.
Say that again.
People feet spread that stand on their feet all day at work. How long ago has it been since you tried them shoes on, sir?
I don't
That mean
remember.
more than 5 years, don't it? You said
Probably.
long as hell.
Yeah, he an introvert. This man don't get
You said
outside. This man
You
really
need to try
be in
those
the
shoes
house.
on for real before it be last minute and you can't fit none of them shoes.
Hey, look, do what she said, man. Women be wise. They be
Cause
knowing.
he gonna put it on and be like, ooh, my foot.
Yeah,
Why is
just
it always dark in your house, man? That's what I've been
He
trying to
got that
figure out.
freaky little color. What is that? Purple rain house.
Why you
All
got
he
dark
need is
color walls?
That's what I asked.
them
You
bitches
supposed to
like.
But
have.
that's another Who Hurt You story.
That's why she said they color
Man.
purple. We them bitches burgundy as hell, shorty.
Oh,
Look,
damn, his
look, I'm gonna
walls
tell you this
purple.
right now.
Yeah,
Like
the
half
walls
the color
purple.
scheme
Plum.
is not for
I
me.
thought the lights was off.
Ain't that shit, boy?
Them Idris Elba brown now.
Your ass Dracula up in there.
Hey, look,
I
you
just
should.
always thought you was sitting in the dark.
You
Why you
should.
always in the dark?
You should
That's
have a
crazy.
renovation party, man. Call your
I
friends
said
over.
that.
Call
That
your
you should
friends
change
over.
that up and make it bright. Thank
Man,
you.
that's all I'm saying. Boy, you need it. You know what?
Don't
How long
call
you
your
been?
friends, cause who
It's
come pick me up
2024,
from
big dog.
Wisconsin?
How
I'm
long you
far.
been there?
2024, big dog.
I
Change
gotta
your
How
drive
mind.
long you been there, man?
hours.
How long you been there?
Since 2015.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
10 years. Yeah, you about need
yeah,
to
that's
change.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
own it, right? That's yours, right?
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
shit. He needs to
Oh,
change that shit up.
yeah.
Yeah.
2024,
Lights in that
dog.
motherfucker, man. Let's get you
2024,
some.
big dog.
That would be cool to do
Big dog.
to
You gotta
redo the
change
show
the
during
energy in that
the
motherfucker. You
renovation
gotta change the
and
energy
everybody
in
in a
that
different
motherfucker.
area of the house.
No, that'll
You
be
need the
the
energy
thing
switched up.
is,
I'm not mad
it's
at that.
like
But then it'll probably be bad echoing.
A bad echo on me.
the reason why I haven't like really did anything. I mean, because it really don't bother me. Like the colors of what matters to me is what's in here.
Oh, get that shit out.
Oh,
So it's just like
the corner.
it
You
don't.
said,
It
have
don't
you seen the
really.
price of that paint?
Man.
I'm imagining
Nigga
that
in
it's
the
a different
corner.
color.
You talking about?
Oh man.
Come on,
No,
man.
some
What
girl
the-
painted the house that color, and he never changed it.
The man said none of that matters. It's all about what's up.
What's up here? Here.
What
crazy.
does that even mean?
You gotta bring him back so he can explain it, man.
Oh.
What is he talking about, man?
All right, man. They say explain yourself.
What you mean, man?
The thing is, I don't get hung up on the decor of things.
He a classic dude, even though he don't like to admit it. He don't care about no design.
So here's the story, okay? So when I was engaged, I got this because of her, by the way.
Right.
She
So
was
this
worried
is a
about
her.
the decor of the place, but with me knowing that this was a foreclosed home, I knew it was some repairs that needed to be done, like some hardcore repairs. I needed to make sure we wasn't finna fall through this fucking floor. That was my thing all this time. And I'm still like making repairs. It's still things that need to be done. I'm gonna be making repairs tomorrow myself. So it's just like, is it more important to make sure I don't fall through the floor and damage everybody else, or paint the place, waste money to paint the place? Because that costs money too. I mean, because I painted all this myself too. But it's just not a priority for me to make something look pretty, that's my thing. So myself, I got to make sure this stays intact and not worry about something so frugal to me, so
Right. No, we hear you.
little to me.
It's priorities. So but that's interesting. You pay HOA fees though, right? So you gotta. But
I think he got a little more leverage than what he
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't be fixing no damn floors now. Hold on.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying no. I mean, I'm not
Are you
fixing on any
are you
floors or
meaning
anything.
like
I was just
like the
Oh,
ply what they call
Did
it,
you
the tile? You mean like tile and stuff?
the
no, I'm
floorboards?
not doing
Okay.
anything like that. You know, just
oh,
like
okay,
some plumbing issues. But the
okay,
HOA fees cover trash and snow removal. Each HOA fee covers different things.
okay,
So you got to pay attention to what they cover,
yeah, okay,
and they're relatively low HOA
yeah,
fees too.
Nah, I'm trying to
right.
figure out. You said you have to make sure y'all don't falling through the floor. Like, was
Yeah,
it
right. We over
I
here
mean,
concerned now. Like, hold on, bro.
I was just using that as a figurative of speech.
okay?
Oh,
You know, in
because
terms
Okay.
boy,
of hierarchy and stuff.
you
You know
better
what I
say
mean?
you
Yeah.
better
Man,
sell
get
that
them
motherfucker for
goddamn
the next
walls
the
painted,
next person.
man.
Right.
I'll come paint your walls. How about that?
You got
I
the
just did
money,
have a party.
T Night. Now you got that's a
At
verbal
least,
agreement. You on
but
record. He can play
at
this over in
least,
court.
at least
Yeah,
have the lavender as a like an accent wall, not the all the
Lavender, that
wall
is not lavender
yeah,
by
or
far.
lavender
That's
is not.
plum
plum. That color plum is
or
here.
Yeah, it is.
Lavender is
or
light, like a powdery light pink.
Right.
or just have it one, not the ceilings. Is your ceiling purple
You be
too?
frustrating your wife all the time, bro. I don't know.
No, like it's supposed to be bright in there, not dark.
Yeah, you fucking up the fun. You know, dark walls like that actually makes your place smaller.
And they make it hot as hell in the summer.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm just saying, like, it may not be something that you're considering, but you should look at it as you need to make your space more open and inviting, and it's helpful towards this.
Yeah, feng shui.
You should let me pick
Seriously,
that color. Nah, because when you get
Need
with somebody else, then she gonna no.
for real.
you need to change your feng shui. But
Man, you
just
gotta
make
have
one of
reservation party,
at
man.
least make one of the walls purple or whatever, and then
Got a
the
Would you
rest
wine,
of
paint
it
it
white.
if everybody chipped in and bought the paint
got a
from
wine,
the
and a
thrifty?
charcuterie board, and
Yeah,
have a
White
how
paint.
much is the wine?
party.
I mean, I said wine. How much is the paint?
Well,
He went straight to the
Actually,
wine.
white
He
paint is the
said, "Wait, how much
cheapest.
is the wine?"
Nah,
it
Hey,
fuck that.
hey,
depends
Y'all
on what
getting
hey,
the
type of
white
hey,
paint
paint.
you get
hey,
No,
hey,
because
not
what's your
white.
cash out? What's your cash out?
do I have one?
For
What's
Uh,
your cash out?
for
You do got cash up.
for a
Jive
room,
turkey.
that's about 3 gallons, 4 gallons.
it
Yeesh.
yeah, it depends on how much it is, and then it depends on um
The
what kind of
brand,
paint you use
yeah,
because this is all
I think
semi
they're
primer.
like
gloss.
$30 a gallon.
Oh,
no 50
Ooh.
What's your
yeah,
what's your
with
cash
semi
out?
gloss.
Hey,
Ooh, they
Marcus,
don't cost that up
Marcus,
here. Y'all tripping.
Yes,
yeah.
with
Marcus, what's
semi
your
We gotta
cash
go.
with
out?
We
semi
gotta go up there
gloss,
and go get it
Stuff
then.
is cheaper
Shit.
out here. Ooh.
You
You
better
probably
climb.
got to
We
do
need.
a
and
you
that
probably
was
got to
at
do a
that
primer.
time.
No,
Hey,
it ain't that
Marcus,
much.
what's your cash out?
Name Demio. That's why he ain't responding.
You funny.
Oh,
Demon.
Demio. My about Demio. What's your cash out?
Should be kitchen supply tech.
Put
They
it on
broke up.
your tag thing so
Yeah.
people can send you stuff when they
The
see this.
headline. Wherever
Put
you
it on
got
the
Now he want
your
to make
put it
it
on the
so
headline. Be
fast.
smart. Demio, help yourself. You viewers might end up donating to your business
Oh,
to help you
it's
like a
marvelous
Patreon.
Marcus.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use one of these. One of these. We're gonna let you go crazy and talk about
Everybody can
kitchen
put their
supply.
cash up handle. I said,
I don't care. Shit. I hope we blow up to the point where people be like, man, we're gonna throw y'all a little something. Shit.
You did
I
say
need
kitchen
yo,
supply. The fuck?
are you on Patreon?
It's not coming up on Cash App, bro.
No, you know what? We just kind of we
It's
restarting
called
this.
it's marvelous Marcus. My bad, I
Um,
forgot.
we really restarting this, and I got a lot of. So this is on Facebook and YouTube, and I got a lot of community members that are associated to my different accounts. So I'll be trying to be a little cool while also trying to still be myself. But community members don't be supporting that kind of crazy.
Yo,
But
that's
yeah,
not popping up neither.
It would be dope if like we could all come
right.
up with a topic like kind of like they do on like SNL, where you will have a sheet in front of you, and then everybody get to comment on this topic that you came up with that was outrageous. So it's like a almost like a hot potato topic. Boom, boom, boom. He got this topic, but nobody know the topics except for the host. So that way it's not nothing too crazy.
I'm trying these shoes on. I got to loosen up these
That'd
That's
be
laces.
like
I ain't
I
gonna
like
lie.
that.
a mystery grab episode or something.
That's cool. I mean, the way we be doing these anyway is we got a little group and we just be putting stuff up in it. Like, man, we can talk about
Oh,
this and talk about this. So
yeah, that's
that's how
dope.
we be coming up with the episodes anyway. We
Y'all,
just
y'all gotta put her and Demio in there now.
You
I ain't
got. You
got.
might have to.
I,
Oh, since I'm a lady, make sure you clear it with wives, so I don't have no angry text coming to me.
yeah, I'm here.
no, we have
No,
a
it's just
group
us.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a
We don't
group chat.
be. It's a legit group chat where we just put topics and stuff in there.
I know what you're
We don't talk
saying.
about nothing crazy.
I know. I just don't want to get nobody in no mess. I
No,
don't
that's
want
right. That's
nobody
facts.
else.
Respect. Respect that.
Cause that
Who
make it
hurts?
personal when you got
Who
no.
hurts you? Who hurts you?
Who hurt
Who hurts you?
you?
It be a lot of wives mad like at women that don't ain't dating
Who
nobody.
man?
They
Who
Is this your
man you
getting
saw?
real
hey
defensive,
Marcus,
and I
this you
ain't the thing.
with the Halloween joint?
Huh?
It's a Marvelous Marcus, but it's Marcu5. That's not you?
Nope.
Why you just send it to his
It's
phone
Th-
a
number?
oh no, my
This
fault. That's a Marcus. Oh, Marcus Rice, right? I found you.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm in a
bet.
brown
Marcus is
suit.
like not
I
me.
just sent you a blessing, my boy. Get that paint, my boy.
Get that pin to
Nah,
do.
ain't
Hey,
no
That man finna use
ain't
that
no
and not fall through his
excuse.
flow. He just told you what he ain't
and,
finna do.
and,
You gonna say
and
my hair was
Marcus.
chicken tomorrow and
He
cuss him
just
out?
told you what he
What
ain't
the hell
finna
you
do.
doing to
Nigga.
you?
Hey Marcus, send me your address on so I'll come over there and help you.
I just told the man
There
doing a
you
reno
go.
party. One of my boys did that though. He had bought a house that he renovated. You know, he called us up, the homies, and we helped him out a little bit.
That's dope.
So yeah,
I gotta
like
pick a color though. That's the
White,
issue. White.
white walls. You just need white walls and a
No, because
white
then he would
ceiling.
have to keep those super clean.
nah, white walls are terrible.
Yeah,
I'm
the
looking at
dust hit
my
it,
Right.
and
walls
now
right
it's
now. Man,
cobwebs
shit.
visible. You can see everything with all white.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
real, no sir.
What
It's
about
So
better
like
than the man got black ceilings.
no?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's purple.
God.
Either
What
purple or
okay.
a dark brown.
All right, hold on. Why did you get a dark ceiling?
Because that's what
Well,
my ex fiance wanted. All the color, all the stuff,
God
that's
dang.
her. That was all
mm,
her.
man,
I didn't
women.
care
so
what color it was.
so do the
I'm
walls
doing all
remind
kind
you
of
of
stuff.
your ex?
No.
Mm.
That's what I would have changed. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I would
I mean, I can't. I wouldn't be able to let
Okay.
that bother me because this whole place would, and if
All
that's the
right.
case,
Yeah,
because
real.
she was the
Don't
reason
buy
why
Yeah,
I
she was the
bought it.
reason
stem
why he got
rough.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's the reason why I bought my business. She's the reason why I
Oh,
got this condo. So I can't
okay.
let that, you know,
let me just hide
mess
this.
me up because this is a benefit for me.
But see, that's the what I was saying about like earlier guru, right?
Yeah.
So say you a woman, you oh well damn. Your girl left you, Marcus?
Nope, I
I
left
left
her.
her.
Oh, you left her? Okay. So I was gonna say like something
That
like
was
that,
T
right?
Night talking, wasn't it?
No,
It
he,
was,
he
but
said,
he was actually saying what I was going to say that I left
I
her.
got confused.
well,
Oh, okay.
Marcus one of those people that share
Y'all
everything
funny.
online.
No, I
Not
know.
everything.
It was
Oh
just funny how you was like speaking his thoughts. Y'all funny.
no, that's why I was saying earlier. Like it sounded like he said, I was doing this for
I left
her,
that
this
bitch
for her,
naive.
Mm.
right? So it's like, as a woman, if you see that you gotta kind of order a man's steps, when do you just step back and be like, nah, this might not be
You
something
got
I
this.
want to do?
Ah, it took me a minute. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I got a lot of who hurt you stories. Trying to
Honestly, I didn't
just
know I
really
could.
be
Honestly, at the
somebody
time,
real. Some people don't need a rib. They need a whole skeleton. They ain't got nothing
Yeah, for sure.
together.
You know,
They open
no, that
that
makes sense
closet
though.
like, God damn, what you got in this
Yeah,
closet?
them be the same people clowning though when they get it together. Like, wow, that's why I feel like that's why I ain't have nothing.
But that's what I'm
because
saying. But most of the time when you meet these people, man, it's just I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I get what you're saying though, 100%. Because you'll meet
they be
somebody, they be
having like a
seeming like
little
they got it
side
all together.
violence. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they tell you like, yeah, I had this going on, and I
yeah,
got this going on, and then you figure out that it's
yeah,
not what they meant.
yeah, yeah. No, it'll be like it's women like that too for sure. They be saying, you know, yeah,
All this
the
half
same
cooked
way.
You
stuff.
capping.
Hey, we
All
should
right,
have a
y'all.
topic. We should have a
Uh,
topic about
when I
the dating
s-
pool.
the
Man,
when
who?
they
I
got
say I
vomit
got
in
the
it.
company because of her, it was because of I wanted to be, more violent. I started my company for the wrong reason, but it still
Hold on,
worked out in my
hold on,
favor.
hold on, Marcus. I think you need therapy for this part.
What?
And we can do this offline.
Cause you
Do this
laid down in
offline.
the bed and everything.
You can do this
It's
offline.
just-
If you need
I'm
an ear, I
tired from
got you,
working
man.
all
I
day.
got you.
That's why I'm laying in the
You
bed.
said I started it for her. It was all for her.
No, cause he
No,
like
what I'm saying.
he would
No,
stop.
listen. I was doing this. I started it because our financials were so bad.
Hold up, front Marcus. Trust
But
me, cause I know you like you stop talking about something, you start thinking about it, and then you just like in a different conversation would start, and then
Oh,
she like left me and I said fuck that bitch. So what we gonna
so you
do
about to
is
go into a
no,
whole
if
story.
you
Man,
want
why you
to,
let
I
him
don't need
get
to
his
talk
shit
about
off,
that.
man?
I could call you
Real, you
and
You should
last
be
one
thinking of them in a good
you was
light, no
talking
matter what they did.
about
Marcus
Jason
got
Tatum.
rose-colored glasses
I
on.
mean,
exactly.
the football player guy. Let this guy go on and
Yeah, get his shit off, man.
all
Go
right,
and
get
tell
your
us
shit
what
off.
happened, man.
I'm
Fuck
Damn.
it,
not
man.
depressed about anything. I was telling
Hey,
you why I started my business.
Yeah, that's all he was
Some
doing.
real shit. Our finances was really bad, so that was the wrong reason why I started it. That's what I'm saying. So I started it so I can attempt to balance things out because she was spending so much. That's why I say it was the wrong reason, but I turned it into a great thing, just like I did with the condo. I turned it into a great thing for me. It worked. It all still worked out in my favor. Now it's worth triple than what it was when I paid for it.
so Marcus, let me ask this: do you still got the same a comforter set?
No.
Okay, all right.
You're
I
funny.
just
What do you think I'm doing? Sniffing them? Oh, I miss her.
I just want to
Oh, I
know,
miss
like, I just want to know if you need some type of healing, cause I
no.
if you need an ear, I got you, man. I got you.
No, I'm okay. That's
You know, if
how
you
long
need,
ago that was. You know how many women I've been through since then. I'm not gonna talk about that. But
man, you said you was a demio.
okay,
Okay, but
a
anyway,
demisexual can have you know good feelings with different people.
hey, we gonna come up with a different title for that too. I don't know,
A
demio.
demi, that's what it's called, a
I don't,
demisexual.
I don't. We gonna come up with a different. We gonna make it your own sexual, whatever you want to call it. We gonna change that. All right, I got you.
How about just naming me Marcus?
Right. You said we gonna call you
No,
yeah.
this is we gonna
sexual
give you a
cleanse or
nickname,
something. Like what?
Oh,
Demio.
demio.
That's his nickname, man. It's Demio now.
Yeah.
Man, Dub, the Demio. In fact, that's what Guru called him. That's why I got it from. She was like, "Yo, this Marcus friend, Demio, from high school. Like when y'all go do a show, she tag me in. I'm okay, fuck it." So she put that. So that's where that came from. She called him Demio, and I think because we was saying that on the last show when he came on. So man, it's stuck now, bro. She made that. We didn't.
It's good.
All right, we gonna have a demio healing party.
That'd be nice if we could pop ladies in and talk to Demio like to try to 21 girls versus Demio or something.
oh,
Oh no, that would be fire. That would be fire.
Y'all gotta get a white studio background
Oh,
though.
let me see if I can
Like
figure
they do it
something.
on that thing. That'd be
Oh, that
A
would
fun.
be crazy. I
a
like things.
demio sexual segment.
Right.
21 versus Demio. Nah, that's crazy.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask?
That's crazy.
Speaking of that, what do you consider someone being out of your league? Because I was talking with a coworker, and he said, and a lot of people have said this to me. He was like, a lot of women that I went for were out of my league, and it's just like I don't feel that way because I
Mm.
wasn't in my
You should have
own
told him
league.
something swaggy like, "Bro, I make my league. I am the league," and walked off.
Real.
It's just like I
Like, what
wasn't
do that even
always like
mean?
this.
That
Yeah,
was
what does that
Right,
mean?
condescending.
right.
What's out
It's
of the
just like
league?
Yeah. What's out
that's
of
you
your
know
league? What is your
that's
league?
that's what I'm trying to figure out because it's just like
Okay, he
I
I
lost it.
said,
built
low key, you
myself.
just called me a bum, gang. What you talking about? Like, what is you trying to imply? I
And
don't
then
get it.
walked off scot free.
He
Yeah.
was implying that he was saying that I they out of my league because it don't fit that I own a condo and that they got Section 8, and it's just like I don't feel
Oh,
like
you out of
that.
their league. He had
Right,
you.
right. That's
You
what
got
I'm
it
going with.
reversed. We get it
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
You saying
Yeah,
that they're on Section 8?
Yeah.
yeah.
If they on Section 8 and they out of your league, we need to talk because some
Oh,
ain't had nothing.
you mean that like you're
Out
above
of
and
the
beyond them?
yeah.
Right.
He out of their league.
Right, and I'm up here like,
Uh,
how does that work? Like, I don't understand that. It's just like I didn't have this. I learned to get this way. I learned this, I learned that. And if they can, it's okay at that point.
that sounds
You know
like
what I
free
mean?
EBT to me. If you dating them,
See, night always coming up, man. You always on the come up, man.
Yeah, the real.
that sounds
Man,
like
man,
free
firmly,
EBT.
You said that
firmly
sound
on
like
coming up.
shrimps to me. Sound like grilled shrimps to me.
Damn.
That sounds like you need to go to their place and live rent free.
Nah, but you definitely dating down for sure. Because I think part of it, so I'm the type of person, I like conversation, and I
Hmm.
like that conversation to be centered around growth aspects.
Right.
And I've tried to have friends and stuff like that who are still predominantly in that environment and space, and it just
Hmm.
doesn't work. It's like we can't have a conversation for real. We can't do the same things for real. Like the
Just
subject matter that you prefer to have to laugh at, and I just it's beneath. So
yeah, you gotta be careful what you say because they might get angered and you in their
yeah,
Hmm.
space.
yeah,
Something
nah,
might
I'm
happen.
bro. Yeah, it depends. So yeah, you definitely dating down if you're doing that. At minimum, you should be trying to go higher than what you believe is
At least a female with her own place
right.
They,
and her own job. She has to have what you have at least. It
And I
should
told
Demio,
be.
him, I'm like, you know how hard that is?
How is
What?
that
Demio,
hard?
What?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Demio running through hood rats.
On the real, nah,
Like,
you tripping.
where you
You
find these people,
tripping.
man?
Not in 2024. Boy, we
No,
in such a
don't do
women's
not give
empowerment
people so
movement.
many
Nah,
excuses.
listen, it's just like the women. The women say it's hard to find a good man. You know why? Because the women are in the house. Where does Demio be at in the house? That's just
That's a
simple.
fact.
That's it.
That's a
They ain't
fact.
no good women gonna come beating down your door to rescue you. So that's all
For
it is.
real.
He already told us that's what he need. He said that. He said, I like when women approach me. So yeah, you
Yeah,
know what? You
you ain't
got
gonna
hood
find
rat energy. You
you.
got hood rat energy. That's why
Yeah,
them women
you,
coming at you. That's
hood
exactly what it
rats.
is.
We love them hood rats.
I
In the
mean, we from the
Hellcat.
same spot. I mean, you see me. I can't help it sometimes.
Hey, all you need is a Hellcat. You got them all, Marcus.
They got them out there for 44,000 where y'all live.
You can get
Hmm.
your
Damn, the
Hellcat
Hellcat.
and
Uh-huh.
hop out with them grasshopper
Yeah, I would love it,
steppers.
man. If I could buy me an all black Hellcat, man.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
they out there with y'all like 44,000. I just saw the other
No,
day. I
they gonna
looked it
get
up.
stolen out here. Shit, they probably get stolen out there
Good
too.
stolen.
Yeah, we got the Kia boys real bad out here.
All you gotta
Good
do is put
Oh,
one of
they
them
out
boots
there
on there.
too?
Put a boot on there in a club.
Well, they're
You
in
good.
every major urban city, boy.
Oh.
Doing that
Oh,
still doing that shit too.
just put a
Damn.
boot on there in a club and get you a tag, Apple tag. You straight.
Look at all them damn devices you got to put on your whip to keep it. That's it. Don't even get it. Shit.
Facts.
Just rent the motherfucker at that point. It's still the same feeling.
Oh, and then get
Right,
it
because if
bullet.
you run into somebody that's silly, that'll leave the key in real quick while they go run the gas station.
Now
Stupid
you
Right.
gotta
stuff.
get the like
Low
on my
jack.
car. My car got the low jack on it. Camera. I'm gonna install a camera and I'm gonna install a ghost lock. It's a thing that just cut the fuel off. So there's stuff you can do
Uh,
if you
Ain't
they
if you
got
that
really
ain't
want
a
to protect yourself.
Metro PCS got this GPS tracker that you plug into like the thing under your steering wheel too.
The
Yeah.
OBD.
OBD. Yeah, OBD port.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
that's why you need an EV, man. Like if EV gets stolen, they could just report a missing person report.
What?
A missing
Hmm.
person.
I mean, it's
Y'all know that's
AI.
one of T Night jokes. Y'all know that's
No,
one
I'm
of
saying.
T Night jokes.
I mean, it's
Speaking of
AI.
You
speaking
know
of
If
he
jokes,
AI
are
gets
practicing.
you
He practicing.
stolen,
He practicing. Give him the shot, twin, so he can get all his jokes off, twin.
right? And
Give him
I
the
was
shot,
finna
all right.
man.
ask
To get all his jokes off.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because Chick-fil-A was hiring. I don't hear no laughing, but I guess that's just me. All right, come back on. Come back on.
Come on, man. That's all the joke he had, man.
Nigga, yo,
Come on.
love that one. You tell another one, stupid.
I want to ask you, T, are you still doing stand up?
I haven't done it in a while, but um, I mean, this is the year I'm gonna do it though.
If you
As
would do
soon as he,
stand up, I could do stand up. Shoot, I gotta get up there.
I mean, it's hard.
It's hard.
It's easy, but it's hard at the same
Oh, I
time.
got
Like,
when you got the kind of stories I got. No, I'm just gonna tell
Yeah, I think you
stories.
got delivery, Guru. I think you
Yeah.
had. I think you had a delivery down pat on me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
you.
you just gotta.
Yeah,
emotion.
in
It's
2024, you should go to a comedy club and just try it. I know it's something you ain't never
yeah.
done.
Yeah, we
You
got
do
some here.
Yeah,
We
open
got the
mics.
improv here. You know that, right?
yeah, go do it. Just do it just on some spur of the moment. Just you write
Shit,
it
listen,
down and
I'm an
you just
open
go
mic
do
guy.
it.
I
That
do
shit go
spoken
save your
word.
life.
If it's an open mic that's anybody can join, not just comedy. Shit, I'll go. I'll do some spoken word while you do your
Yeah,
Oh, we
comedy.
got that here every Tuesday night.
yeah. So what I used to do is I used to get this list of open mics throughout the city, and then I'll go to each spot and just get my shit off, and then after you build your confidence, then you can go to the bigger stages, the bigger places, and see if you can get on. Then once somebody catch wind of you, and they'll tell you, hey, come to so and so, and we have a spot for you. Or you can start getting your own clientele, like I used to get. I used to have people have, I'll do like birthday parties, I'll do like family reunions and stuff like that. But then
Mm.
once I had my son and took and got my masters or whatever, I think I just fell back. And then the pandemic happened and I just stopped, man. But I'm getting back out there though.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, okay, it's cool.
Cause I
Mm,
mean,
mm.
cause my peers, what I consider my peers, like Chicken Wing and a few other people,
What?
I think they surpassed where I'm technically supposed to be, as far as like gigs and stuff. So now I got to start over the whole, getting back
Oh,
out
cause you
there, open
dozing off.
mics.
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't think,
You dozing off.
would you have time for it though?
Yeah,
Because you
I
gotta,
do. I mean,
you're a family man, man.
I'm doing a
You know
podcast right
damn
now
well,
for
see, that's the
almost
thing when you go 50-50 with your wife. You know goddamn
no.
well she gonna be mad as
So
hell you out there
so
trying to do anything
so
other than be at
so
home and cooking.
so what I'm doing right now. I've been on this for 3 hours. I babysit a little bit. Now he take care of his own.
Not really. You just kept on from cutting the video off.
No, we was playing. We was playing with Play-Doh. We was playing with Play-Doh. I already had fit some something to eat. Got his fruit.
But I'm pretty sure. But your wife know that ain't no shit that you do often though. So it ain't like it's gonna be a big thing. But if it became something where it was like consistent, man, what? Well, you wouldn't hit the end of it.
Well, that's why if you're good, you can make your own schedule as far as comedy.
I mean, she get a little break right now.
If
what if she get to go and play with toys and do stuff that she don't want to do with him?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? A woman to support a break if a man going to do something positive. Peace out.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was at my peak, I probably got like 500. So I think, going to get a little $500 to $1,000 bag for 30 minutes of comedy, I think she would support that though.
Yeah. That's definitely nice. Non-taxable
and
income.
to get the man out the house. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, get out of here, goddamn it. Get out of here.
You still here? Get out.
You say you burnt the chicken tenders 2 nights in a row, nigga. Bye.
It's comedy to do, man. Damn, go ahead. All right, my nighttime music is on, and I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's my
playing that Sade. He playing that Sade, y'all.
Is that Alexa, play my Jag off music.
What? You ain't got nothing. What's called Dwayne?
Huh? What the fuck is that?
What happened to Shorty? She was laughing too hard.
Alexa, put on my
She was laughing too hard.
I don't even know. Alexa, put on thunder and lightning sounds. This man tweaking. And it's picked up in Alexa.
Put on that.
Hey man, having Alexa having all these technology is dangerous, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They talk to each other like that movie.
Yeah, they do though.
They talk. They know your every move. And then the worst thing is your phone know all your location, everything.
Alexa, play thunder and lightning sounds.
I mean, you got to think in the near future when everybody has electric cars, they're literally going to be able to lock you in your car.
Yeah, that's what I'm glad you caught on to that, John. They're going to be able to shut everybody's car off. Can't nobody go nowhere.
Where we're headed, they got the Fed coin. I don't know if y'all, I'm going to touch on a little finance before we get out of here, y'all. Ain't going to be too long. But they got the Fed now coin that's out. Once that really become a centralized thing, then they're gonna be able to know
You muted your mic.
That was Alexa. Alexa says, "Shut that shit up."
Yeah. Wow.
You talking too much.
Yep. No, we can't hear you. Alexa told you to be quiet.
Artificial intelligence.
You have been muted.
He said, as soon as he said they're gonna be able to lock you in your car,
then you gonna see people in black suits standing behind.
That's a fact, though. Nah, but with the release of the Fed now coin, they're gonna be able. They're watching everything already, but yeah, we already tapped in, y'all. Look, that's why I always say the thing is, aliens are real. The universe is big and it's vast. Stop looking at what you don't have and dream towards what you want, because now is the time to get it. It's a lot of energy that's out, and energy is bringing exactly what it is that you want, what you asking for, what you need. But you just got to be consistent about believing that you can have it, and you're going to get it. That's all I got to say about money.
Word.
With vaginas. You know what a vagina is?
Oh, Lord.
Vagina is a vagina with an R. It doesn't make the vagina better or better. It's one thing. A vagina. The vagina is more royal than the vagina. It just has the R at it. The R makes it royal. Vagina. Say it. Say vagina.
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 See, that's what I'm
What kind of
talking.
drugs did they be doing
Vagina. Give me some of that
Just got this video in my damn
Vagina.
head.
Man, all right, y'all, man. Until next time, man.
All right.
All right.
All right, bet.